And as Russo puts it, happy Bosa Day. Ooh, so. Fam, how you doing today? I don't even need to ask because I know you're doing fine. Bosa Day. God, I thought this was going to wait till tomorrow. I would have bet big money on it. If Vegas had odds out when the flight's going to sign, I would have said it on Friday. Friday night, not day. They did it on Thursday. 49ers are locked and rookie loaded, fam. And nobody, I mean anybody in Santa Clara is talking playoffs in that locker room. 49ers front office and the entire Niner Empire can relax. Ain't gonna be no holdout drama. Not in 2019, there ain't. 49ers precious first and second round picks in 2019 have signed their respective contracts and will be in training camp on time, ready to roll into 2019. See, now we can talk about Nick Bosa Deebo Samuel without any hesitation or fear. And you know what? You cannot take anything for granted. Joey took forever to sign his contract, went into the did Joey miss? I think he missed the entire camp. I mean, it can get crazy, man. So I guess maybe the family talked about it and said, listen, maybe we shouldn't get a little carried away. Nick, man, come on, we'll call CAA off and go ahead and get that done, all right? And just get in there and you got to beat Joey. And Joey's probably saying, you got to beat me, man. I got Rookie of the Year. Can you? Yeah. So, and everybody else fell into place, of course. Deebo said, oh, man, you go sign Nick. What am I doing? Come on. All right, come on, let's go. Woo! Also, it's no, fam, it's just no, it's a cliche. Every team comes in every year throughout the NFL. We're going to the Super Bowl. We're going to see it. And it's BS. Everybody ain't going to the Super Bowl. 2 teams are going. That's it. It seems a bit, that cliche is not being tossed around in the locker room. Not really. The Niners are serious about the Super Bowl, fam. They consider anything less than that a failure. Fred Warner, Richard Sherman, and Kyle Juszczyk. Don't do it, Daddy. Juszczyk. They made it clear this is not about the playoffs. Some will be content with this. It's about seriously kicking some NFL butt in 2019. Are you with them? I read that. I've been sitting around saying ain't no way to go into the Super Bowl this year. I want to just get in the playoffs and get a couple of rounds out, get maturity, and go into next year and be ready to rock, and roll. And yeah, you know what? I'm getting ready to get back into the regular Ronbo mode, man. I be lying and carrying on, man. I'm with these dudes, man. 49ers are going to be able to handle it. Are the 49ers going to be able to handle the pressure is the question. They're putting on themselves a lot. All right. Now, fam, is the team ready? This is what I want to know from you tonight. Are they ready? Or do you got some reservations? Do you believe what they believe? Or do you think they've lost their damn minds? Or do you think they just got a little overwhelmed because the fact it's over? It's not time yet. They ain't had nobody pop them yet. Oh, the fire in Santa Clara. Fred Warner, Richard Sherman, and Juice got it straight. They got it straight right now with Bleacher Report. I'm loving it. For all those many who assume Richard Sherman came to the Bay Area to die, he thinks that's funny. And he responded with, that's the same fools who counted him out as a rookie. Sherman also added, I know what I bring. If people understood what I was built of, there wouldn't be a lot of questions. And that is the bleep they make no more. Sure, unquote. Sherman's plan is to play 4 more seasons, but why continue to sacrifice a body that's been NFL battered and broken? Sherman is a first-round ballot. He is. When his name comes up, he's going in the first round. Who's been better than Sherman? There's been a few as good or close to. Richard Sherman, when he was our worst enemy, the man we wanted to see drive off the edge of a 50,000-foot cliff, is definitely Hall of Fame material. He's on his way to Canton, fam. The man has one single obsession, though. Winning, more winning. More rings. Richard says, I can help this team win another championship. Fam, this is why I am so impressed with the fact that John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan knew to bring the right veterans. And you know what's really amazing? They brought exactly the right veteran. Sherman. What are the odds of getting this guy? And for no other reason but his mentality, and that rubs off. Worked in Seattle for a long time, and he had several guys running around the camp like that, and which is why it made him so tough. The fire continues to burn in Sherman, fam. He's just one of the bodies that is raging right now. To all of them have this attitude. It's like this unwarranted swagger and fearlessness the 49ers are running around camp. Kyle mentioned about this a month or so ago, and I didn't know what he was exactly talking about. Now they're coming out and talking about it, right? A team that's won 17 games across the past 4 seasons refuses to remember all of that misery. They put it behind them and are on the way up. Another veteran, Kyle Juszczyk, says the Super Bowl absolutely. Wait a minute, let me. I got a lot of noise here going on. Let me. Okay, wait. All right. I think that's drowning me out. It's blowing my mind. Dogs out there screaming. Anyway. Another veteran, as I say, Super Bowl absolutely seems, Kyle Juszczyk, the Super Bowl absolutely seems real, unquote. Juice then started rattling off a bunch of new faces who can make it happen, and assuring the hunger is all the way there. He further adds, there's a fire in people's stomachs. No more bull. We need to do this now, unquote. Fred Warner, feeling the same thing. You have to win football games in this league or everyone's going to lose their job. Everyone's replaceable. So it's gotten to the point where everyone's been in the system long enough to where everyone's a vet. you have new guys in the system, but the sense of urgency to win football games is at an all-time high. I feel it. We all feel it, unquote. Fred Warner. Tyler Doon of Bleacher Report then asks, so, this season is Super Bowl or bust? Fred Warner didn't even blink. He looked at the dude and said, my opinion is this. If you're content with just winning the division, that's great. But the goal is at Lombardi. So people around this building have been talking about Quest for 6. It's alive and well, fam. Live and well. See, the last 2-3 years we've been saying that and nobody cared. People made a joke out of it, thought we was a joke, right? Jimmy G chimes in, if you don't have that on your mind, you have no chance of getting there. See, that Patriots mindset, that Belichick drilling, that winning blood flows through his veins. This is one thing I like about Jimmy G. If he stays healthy, that boy's going to be fire. And you know this. That energy comes right from the top, too, fam. Head coach Kyle Shanahan back in April. The very first thing of the players returning to Santa Clara after last season's 4-12 mistake, as I call it, said under no uncertain terms, the time for culture changing had passed. It's time to win now. Ooh, fam, I don't care. You could be a pessimist, a non-believer, a 7-9 dude, an 8-8 person. But I got news for you. These guys are coming out and they fired up and they got talent now. Now, you know what? I've always believed throughout my athletic career, going up against opponents, track and field, football, even when I went to the rec centers on weekends to play basketball, which I was not good at, I still did not ever, for one moment, entertain the thought of losing. It was never really an option. It worked for me through track and field a lot. Football, well. So you know what? You got to go in and believe, and that's half the battle. Once you do that, you got skills and talent. You got a coach like Kyle Shanahan. Ain't no telling what's going to happen. I'm leaning back from saying, ain't no way going to playoffs. I have said playoffs, yeah. I have said no way to go to the Super Bowl this year. Just because we're so used to getting our ass handed to us. It's been going on for years. You don't get over that real quick. Now, I'm getting over it. If they feel that way, I support it. Curtis, thank you, Curtis. He says, I'm glad to be wrong. Bosa Deebo signed, no holdouts. I know. Hey, fam, what role, just to make it fun tonight, what role do you think Deebo and Bosa are going to play this year, and how pivotal are their roles going to be in determining whether the 49ers do get to the SB or not? See, because we're going to stop talking about playoffs. You can talk about playoffs. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Faithful Empire, what's up? What's up? Russo, happy Debosa. That's where I stole it from. Russo. Celestial Scripture says, hallelujah. Wild Bill, what up? Daniel Andre, Super Bowl or bust? Gibson, remember when all the haters said he was going to hold out, so that's why we should not draft him? You know, they know when to quit. I mean, you know what? I didn't know how long it was going to take to sign, but I knew it was going to take a little longer than everybody. But it turns out Dante Pettis didn't sign until a day before. These guys are 2 days ahead of Dante. He needs to be shamed. So, and Corey McGlinty about to get me some new jerseys. Get that 97, 99, 1955, bang, bang, not a gang. Yes, Anthony Baker, what's up? Kyle Baker, Nick Bosa, Deebo Samuel signed tomorrow, training camp. Let's go. Kyle, it's a done deal. Ray Jr., hey, have no fear, Niners football is near. San Francisco, a.k.a. San Francisco. Y'all favorite corner, UDFA, Alex Brown got waived. I thought I read that. Alex Brown got waived. Him and Magnuson. I saw Magnuson. Good luck to them both. That just goes to show you how serious it is at camp this year. 49ers letting you know right up front, if you can't cut the mustard, we can say goodbye right now and let you go find something else to do. Jeff Tan, Mrs. Bosa. Jeff, then you ball opportunity anytime you like. Jeff Tan said Mrs. Bosa's baby boy is signed and delivered, not held out like Joey in time to rook it. Rock it. We got some edge power. Yes. We had it anyway, but now we see, it's all over now, man. Let me go ahead and get my player partner. Player partner one. Wait a minute, 0.5. Okay, both of them 1. 0.5. The other 0.5 coming like, hey, Will.
Ronbo, let's get it, man. What's happening?
You know, man, because, I've been trying to sit back because you know how the folks be doing, the non-believers, the pessimists, the we just got through winning. We just got through coming off a 4-12 season. Why do we expect to do anything more than just break 8-8? I've been rolling with them dudes to a small degree. I let them influence my thinking. I said, you know what? He may have a point. Okay, we'll go 10 games, and I hope we make it as at least a wild card. Shh, man. Loser thinking like that. I ain't thinking like that no more. I don't care what kind of reality they gonna bring to me. Will, I like the chances. What do you think? And what's Deebo gonna do? What's Bosa gonna do to make this happen? Yeah.
Man, I tell you what, man, the time has finally come, man. We done waited so long for this season to start. It's about to start, man. Training camp starts tomorrow. Everybody is back. Jimmy G back. McKinnon back, man. Everybody's back. We got our guys. All our guys are signed up. It's time to hit the field tomorrow, man. Lord forbid everybody remains healthy each time they step on the field. And let's go ahead and, man, be a better team and come and go out this 2019 season and kick some ass and take some names. I tell you right now, man, I got a real good feeling about this football team. Shout out to John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan. They were dealt with a terrible, terrible roster, but they broke it down and built it back up brick by brick. So you know what I'm saying? They just go out there, man, and do it, man. I tell you what, I got the right mindset as you, Ronbo. Me as a Niner faithful, man, I have the same mindset as you and as for the 49ers, man. You don't play in the NFL to play 16 games. Mm-hmm. If your mind is set on to play just 16 games in the NFL, you don't need to play in the NFL. Mm-hmm. Each year, your mindset is to reach the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. I don't care even some of the 49er players know they got a shitty roster. You got to go out there and try to compete for a Super Bowl. You can't go in these games half-stepping. So if you think you're gonna play 15 games in the NFL, you don't need to play. Each year you playing for the Super Bowl, shitty roster or not. Deebo Samuel, man, Deebo Samuel gonna go out there and rip some chains off people's neck, man. You know, they gonna be taking people's money.
Yes.
You know, he gonna be out there. He gonna be out there talking about, "That's my ball, punk."
And walk off.
You know what I'm saying? You know, Bosa, man. I ain't worried about Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa came in and signed his deal. You better go out there, man. You better get right. He been working out with his brother, so I don't think he lost a step. All he need is coach to get his damn ears and put that loud voice in his head, man, so he can go out there and dominate. The man gonna dominate. I don't give a damn how much. I don't give a damn how much these players and got paid. I don't give a damn about none of that no more. We've been talking about that for so long. These guys got their money. Let them go out and show why they got their money. Man, I'm just so excited, man. I'm just pumped up, Ronbo, man. The time has come, man. I mean, this is year 3. This is year 3, do or die. Everybody all over the world waiting on who the real 49ers are. Everybody's on the team. Everybody's healthy. They want to know does Kyle Shanahan have the real 49ers on that football field. So I'm ready, man. I'm ready, dog.
Get them shaped up. And you know what? The defense is probably thinking the same thing. Boy, I tell you what, we're going to take some heads off. If Kyle had to pull his own defense, he had to run out there in the field and stop him from killing Jimmy and an 11 drill. Will, them boys is fired up. All they see is red. As soon as that ball gets snapped, they don't care who it's getting snapped to. They're coming in. I can't wait for this season, man. We got some animals this year, and somebody's gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
And Will, I was looking at Cincinnati and Tampa Bay, and I just read where that offensive line, both of them, is in trouble. I feel sorry for Jameis, and I sure feel for the Red Rocker, boy.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. Look, man, these first 2 games, Ronbo, is real important. Like, we gotta come out this season, first game of the season. We gotta come out swinging. And when we coming out swinging, we gotta land some blows. We gotta come out swinging, man, land some blows. We gotta be 2-0 going into Levi. The first 2 games, we gotta win. We gotta win these 2 games coming in till we go home, man. We gotta start off good, man. Start off on a good foot. Cause I know the back end of the schedule is hard. It's gonna be a challenge. But if we can come in, man, and
build that confidence,
get the energy and the chemistry going, early on in the season, man, and keep it rolling. You know what I'm saying? We won't put ourselves in any type of dangerous situation, man. Because I'm telling you, man, fuck what NFL Network talking about. Fuck what ESPN NFL Live talking about. That division is winnable in the NFC West, man. And it's wide open for the 49ers to take over, man. I'm telling you, man, I'm tired of hearing about golf. Fuck golf. I'm tired of hearing about Gurley. His knee fucked up, man. He ain't going to be the same Todd Gurley, man. He ain't.
They're trying to fool everybody.
Russell Wilson. Right. Russell Wilson. The only player that's good on the Seahawks team is Russell Wilson. Yeah, Bobby Wagner too, but that's the only 2 players they got. Legion of Boom gone. Doug Baldwin gone. They ain't got nobody. They ain't got nobody else. I'm tired of hearing about Pete Carroll knows how to put a team together. Yeah. Unfortunately, they made it to the Super Bowl. I mean, not Super Bowl. Oh Lord, not Super Bowl. But the playoff contention last year, man. But man, all that hype, man. I ain't fuck this y'all. Arizona, man, you don't know who they are. That little ass Kyler Murray gonna get his ass snatched up by D4, man. That little ass, his ass ain't gonna go nowhere, man.
Hey, Will, let me ask you this. Yesterday, I think I started with somebody. Was that Big Show? Who's gonna get the first sack off of that front line attack?
D Ford.
There it is. I believe whoever I was arguing with yesterday said Buckner.
Hey, check this out, man. D4 ain't only gonna get a sack. That sack gonna be a sack fumble, and we gonna recover that bitch. And then they gonna put us in the 10-yard line in the red zone. Kyle Shanahan gonna throw a shove pass to Coleman, and Coleman gonna run it in. The offensive line gonna let the D line come in. He's gonna shove that pass to Coleman. Coleman gonna run that bitch in, man. 7 points off the gate.
Where we gonna go? It seems like everybody wants to celebrate the Deebo today. I'm gonna see you. You know what? I'm gonna come back first day of practice. We're going to take tomorrow, Friday off, and come on back Saturday. All right?
All right, man. Hey, look. All 49er fans, do not tune in to NFL Network when they go live on their team. If you got a 49ers app, go on your 49ers app and watch it on that. Don't go on NFL Network because they ain't going to say shit good about us, man. Shout out to you, Ronbo.
Thanks, fam.
Shout out to my TNT fam, player partner Dre, Trez, Trey, Jerry Fresh, Big Show, Daniel, man, the Rev, man. Let's get it going. The time is now, baby. Let's eat.
Hang right. I will. Woo!
All right, man.
Yes. Quest for 6. Trying to reserve myself, trying to stay grounded. Sherman ain't staying grounded. Fred Warner ain't staying grounded. Juice said, forget that, man. There ain't no more BS around here, man. We serious. David. David. You know, David's doing his own part to support what do we call him? The star industry, which we cannot say. Let me go to another point 5 player partner. Dre.
And what the fuck is the diggity deal, Ron?
Dre, man, I'm talking, man. I have decided, I've been trying to, because I've been drawing the wrath of all those people who think I'm lost my mind when I keep talking about the 49ers playing winning football. Man, they can all take that somewhere else. I'm with Sherman, Fred Warner, Kyle Juszczyk, Jimmy G, and everybody else on that 49er roster. Shh, man, ain't nobody thinking about no playoffs.
Trying to win the ship, what is you doing it for? If you want to do it for likes and to become a motherfucking, what you call that? If you want to come popular, you go with OBJ and them over there in Cleveland or some shit, bro. We trying to win something over here, bro. We don't care about being celebrities, bro. You know what I'm saying? Put the helmet and the pads on, strap this shit up, and get going.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
I hear a lot of people excited. A lot of people are excited, Ronbo. Do you know what our projected cap space is right now, Ronbo? Since
$35 million.
No. Our projected cap space for 2020 season is $7.5 million right now, Ronbo.
What?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and look it up for yourself. I'm not just talking.
No, I was just meaning currently. You're talking about 2020.
No, it was currently, but after you give Bosa guaranteed $22 million, you know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, that knock it down to 13. Then Deebo got $7.5 million. Yes, he got Nick Bosa. That boy got $22 million just for his signature. He got a $22 million guaranteed. That was his signing bonus, $22 million, bro.
And the cap hit.
So out of that 30.
Wait, and the cap hit is what? That's going to be spread out.
If you hold on. Now, bro. So. People don't just think I'm talking. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go to it right now. So, on over the cap, San Francisco 49ers, projected cap for cap room for 2020, cap room is $7.5 million, bro. $7.5 million.
You're reading that from over the cap. Well, that's pretty interesting. Well, there's going to be a turnover. There's going to be a turnover as far as the cap. But that's pretty crazy.
I feel you. But at the end of the day, if you're DeForest Buckner, how are you looking at the 49ers franchise right now?
Well, he already knows they're going to pick up his fifth-year option.
I'm just saying, bro, I don't know about this $22 million guarantee. I don't know about giving this guy $22 million, you know what I'm saying, signing bonus, bro, just to sign. Like, he is a talent. He's a tactician, you know what I'm saying. He has talent, bro.
What I don't understand, since when does all the guaranteed money go toward the cap at one time? There's something.
I'm not making this up. This is what everybody is saying. He got a $22 million signing bonus.
True, but that's
when he signed on the dotted line.
Yeah, no, but the entire amount is not supposed to be attributed to the cap.
Well, that's what was being reported from ESPN and everybody else. You know what I'm saying? It was $22 million signing bonus, man. That's what's being reported, bro.
Not prorated or distributed over a 4-year period.
That's
all at one time. This is crazy.
That's what's being said. Hey, this is not coming from Dre Berry himself.
No, I'm listening. I'm listening.
Reported,
I'm just
this
surprised.
is the information that I got relayed. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, bro, like, you have to look at it from a locker room standpoint. You know what I'm saying? We got a guy that went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's one of the most dominating, I would say, you know what I'm saying, in the top 10 defensive interior linemen in the league. You know what I'm saying? And he has yet to get his money. And then you got a guy who coming in, motherfucker didn't even play the whole 2018 season last year. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you don't really need to worry about Ronbo? You don't need to worry about Deebo because they done picked up his fifth-year option. He's got to wait till 2020. But here's the thing: you do need to worry about George Kittle.
I'm just saying, how is he? But I mean, how many guys have been on their fifth-year option and get that new deal? You see, how many guys do you see on their fifth-year option and they get that new deal, especially after the type of season that he had? I'm just saying you got to look at it from the locker room. A lot of people going to be looking at Nick Bosa upside his head, bro. I mean, if I was Defoe, I'd be looking at the 49ers like Prague, York. I mean, what's happening, bro? Like, y'all going to give him $22 million shit. Y'all could have got – I'm serviceable.
But Drake.
We know what we're going to get from Defoe. We don't know what we're going to get from Bosa.
Buckner's not concerned with his money because Buckner say he knows he'll get his. The thing is, they're gonna have to figure that one out,
bro.
Yeah, no, they'll
they're gonna have to figure this out, bro.
And you need to know, if they did that, they have it all figured out. There's no way you're not going to keep Buckner. So, I would not worry too much about that.
That's the only thing. Yeah, man, that's the only thing I'm worried about. You know what I'm saying? That fifth year go by, he has a monster season. Then he projected to get $90 million or something like that, and then we fuck around and lose Defoe because we just didn't have the money. That's the only thing that worries me, man. I want to keep the nucleus together.
Forget that.
You know what I mean?
They'll get rid of players before they lose Deebo, DeForest Buckner. So I'm sure they'll work that out. There must have been a reason why they thought that'd be okay. So I wouldn't put too much into that.
I'm just hoping that this dude is not a bust, bro.
Well,
that he's not a bust.
Yeah, I don't.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot of money, man. 4 years, 33. I don't know. I mean, who was it? Saquon got 32 guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? And but that's a totally different monster. We're talking about Saquon Barkley. You know what I'm saying? He's getting Saquon Barkley money, Ronbo.
Well,
we knew that coming into the league, we knew what Saquon was going to be. We feel like that's a one-in-a-lifetime talent. You know what I'm saying?
Dre, running backs are not supposed to get paid more than edge rushers anyway. But you know what? That's besides the point. I really have a problem with thinking.
Who would have more of an impact on the game, Nick Bosa or Saquon Barkley? Let's just be real right now.
Well, look at the ranking.
If you had a chance to have Saquon or Nick,
Dre, let me holler at you a second. Look at the ranking of who gets paid the most money. Quarterback's number one, and pretty much you do go to defense. Edge rushers are right up there, the top 3 or 4 people. I'm pretty sure running backs are way down on the list, as I remember.
I understand that, but I'm just saying that he hasn't touched the
He hasn't done anything yet.
And he's. I mean, and we've seen the injuries. I mean, shit. He the first day of training camp wasn't the first or second day, and he already pulled up lame on his hamstring. I'm just saying, bro. I'm worried about it. Because what happens, Ronbo, if we go into the season and this joker has a serious injury or he don't amount to shit? Then, I mean, that $20 million is just down the drain.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to look at this, Ronbo. I don't care. I know I'm probably getting bashed in the comments right now. Bosa's talented, but he's not a short thing, bro. Period, point blank. You know what I'm saying? Well, he ain't played. He ain't played a full year since 2016.
And nobody is. And the same thing might have been said
about. I bet
you
Quentin Williams is a for sure.
Well,
Quentin Williams, that man is a for sure thing.
It depends on who you believe in.
That's a for sure thing.
Yeah. Well, they're both in the running for Rookie of the Year. So we're gonna see who dominates.
I just hope that the
Dre,
money
we all
is
do.
spent,
We all do.
I pray that he stays healthy. I pray that he comes and dominates, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I just look at the welfare of the whole team and not just one player, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think, like Nick, you could have took a little bit of a price cut, bro.
Well,
like, that's a lot of money.
Remember, it's his agent. But Dre, we got to pull up.
Yeah, man.
Imagine, I'm gonna look into this some more. I really find this staggeringly unbelievable that the entire guaranteed amount. Jimmy's didn't. Okay.
It wasn't the entire. But you know what I'm saying? He got a $20 million.
That's Deebo gets 7. he gets 22. That's 30. The 49ers
that's
at 35.
31.
Now you're saying we only have $7 million. That's the entire guaranteed amount against the cap in 1 year. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah,
okay.
bro.
Dre,
Yeah,
we got.
I mean,
go
but the thing about Deebo is Deebo's 7.5 wasn't all guaranteed. I think he got three guaranteed, and he got 7.5 over the 4 years. So if you look at the 22 plus the 3.5, you know what I'm saying? It's like
that's exactly what I counted.
25-5.
All right, we get back onto this.
Yeah.
We get back on this, and we got a whole
All
lot
right,
of folks
bro.
on the stage.
Hey, man, let's keep hope alive. Let's pray for health. You know what I'm saying? Let's please not say you know what I mean? Let's please not talk no injuries on our guys, man. Let's just pray for health and hope for the best. I hope that Nick Bosa comes and does his thing.
We got to roll, baby.
Man, I'm just saying. All right, man. Hey, shout out to my player partner, Will. You know what I'm saying? Big Show, Trey Trez, Jerry Fresh.
All right, man. It's going to be all right.
All right. All of the guys. All right, man.
Yeah, that's mind-staggering. Parag did that? I'm really blown away. 973 Rochelle Park, New Jersey. Yeah. Hello. New York. Hey, let's go get some fresh perspective. Jerry.
Ronbo, can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you, Jerry. I can hear you loud and clear. Boy,
what's up, Ronbo?
I'm telling you, man, Dre's got me rocking. I can't believe they did a deal where they put that in. They didn't spread that over 4 years. They gave him a shot. All today, we go put it in your bank right now. I am shocked by Parag. They must have a plan.
Oh, Parag always has a plan. I don't really doubt what he's going to do. Just for some clarity, those rookie contracts that go out and whatnot, just like his older brother, they were discussing the nature of the actual contract, just different things, different type of incentives. But as far as the cap itself, the hit that comes from that second overall pick, you know, the NFL, no longer do you see a player who can just go in and negotiate a huge number on himself. He's actually getting that set number, and they pretty much have to stick to that set number.
And set within parameters. You just can't go in there and say, give me millions and millions of dollars until your rookie contract is over, right? That's what I thought.
Exactly. So, no, he didn't go in there. He wasn't holding out because he was trying to get more money. He was just trying to figure out exactly, you know, kind of like his brother, what, you know, he wants to negotiate some things, probably just put our team on edge. But anyway, Ronbo, I'm excited, man. We got a lot to look forward to, and I'm excited about the positivity that we have going on right now for our 49ers.
Tell you, it's electric. It's electric, Jerry. They're not coming out there half-stepping this time, and they know they're coming out there with a full armor. You know, like last year, you know what it looked like. But this year, we can actually afford injuries this year, Jerry. And keep right on rolling.
Yes, sir.
Man. Jerry, talk to me, man. What else? What else is going on, man? Because I'm looking at the impact as both Nick and Deebo will have. That's new weaponry Kyle can play with, and also I got a deal going on with everybody. Who's gonna get the first sack of 2019 season? we got. I think D Ford has got 2 votes. I thought no. D's got 1. I gave my vote to Nick, and somebody gave DeForest Buckner a vote. So, Jerry, where you going with this?
Well, Ronbo, I'm looking at it, man. DeForest Buckner, what he brings to the table, what he's been doing already. Yeah. I think they're going to most definitely double team him. You have to, but by doing that, you open the door for a lot of other grown men who are ready to eat. So, man, I'm excited about the fact that it might be, I'm going to go ahead and say it's going to be a draw. I think it's going to be a half sack for Deebo, and I think it's going to be a half sack for everybody on the other side. I think it's going to be we're going to sandwich, who is it, Jameis Winston. We're going to sandwich him. And I hope, you know, I don't wish any harm upon anybody, but I hope that he's slow to get up after he gets sandwiched from those two big body boys over there.
Woo! It's going to be funny because I'm reading about the offensive line condition in Tampa Bay, and it doesn't look too favorable. Any team that has an offensive line issue, my Lord, oh, my goodness, that's not good. So, yeah, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5 at the end of the game between Bosa. And watch a couple other 0.5 gets in there, because I got a feeling they're going to be gang tackling at such a rate that a lot of guys are going to come out there and say, that's mine. Man, I got here 30 minutes before you got it. What? No, let's go ask. Let's see what the stats say. Gave you that. I want to see that, Jerry.
Right.
I want to see him out there arguing over who got to the meat first.
Ronbo, man. One thing I want to say, Ronbo, is as far as John Lynch go, I know he's gotten a bad rap about talent-wise and who he brought to the team, but I like what you said about Richard Sherman and how important it is to have somebody like that in our locker room.
Yes.
John Lynch has been building a foundation for what we're about to see produce on the field. A lot of people think that, all right, we just go put talent on the field and it's going to work out. We've seen that a lot of times. We've seen that where people signed a lot of free agents and it didn't work out. I like the character that John Lynch has put in our locker room because it's the character of champions. So before anybody gets upset with John Lynch and says he hasn't done a good job, this man has been building a foundation. And like they said today, right now, all that building is done and it's time to produce on the field. And I think we have that foundation to do it.
I agree. Character. And they kept saying that. And, you hear the words, but you don't know exactly what he means. Any of them mean. But we like guys that character. This is why when everybody said, Antonio, man, get Antonio in here. Come on, man. Jerry Rice is endorsing him. We need this dude. We give it. Antonio Brown, Jerry, he's a skilled and talented individual. I don't know if he would have brought the right recipe to this locker room. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how do you feel about that?
I think years prior in the past, there was a coach named Bill Belichick who was building a team. And before anybody says that they called Tom Brady a superstar before they knew who he was, they're lying. They didn't know who he was. And the Patriots were whack for a long time. They were not a good team. Yep. But Bill Belichick did a good job of building something in those players. That's why he can plug and play almost anybody into that locker room and still produce success. And I think that close relationship between Bill Belichick, Kyle Shanahan, and John Lynch has rubbed off on those two. That's why he traded over Jimmy G. Because I want that same type of locker room, that same type of success that I have over here for this young quarterback that I really like. So I believe it is as important to build character and to build a type of locker room that's good as it is just to go out and get talent, because you got to have those type of players that are going to, even when times get hard. I just did a video on Solomon Thomas. That locker room, after that impact, Ronbo, that locker room had to be his family. It had to be there. You didn't see Solomon Thomas miss a game. You didn't see him miss time or anything like that because of the strength of our locker room. So before we're so quick to just say, go sign this player and go do this, you got to actually look in depth at the character on our team. And I commend John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan for sticking by the players that they love.
And seeing who fits. Don't be just throwing anybody in there. Get the guys that'll work out. He may be a little less talented than the next guy, but he'll work out. And cohesiveness is what wins championships. Jerry, with that boy, hey, check out Jerry. Click over his name. Just go right to his channel for some fresh perspective. Jerry be laying it down like the gospel. Jerry, we gonna go, man. I'll be looking for you like Saturday, Jersey Joe. Is this the guy that? No, this can't be what I'm thinking. Anyway, Jerry, I'll look for you Saturday after we get through watching these dudes the first day of practice. All right.
Right on. 49er family, stay positive.
All right, fam. Hey, Jerry. Hey, and let's go to Jerry said, Jay.
Hey, Ronbo, how you doing?
Are you okay?
That's my James impersonation. And shout out to Dre. He had some good points, and he kind of bummed me out a little bit.
Well, now, see, I really am struggling with them putting that entire guaranteed amount all on 1 year's cap. I still think there's something very strange. When does that happen? There's never been a rookie that got his entire guarantee thrown on. Okay. Anyway, whatever. Anyway, but JJ, go ahead, man.
But we both know Frogmoroth is pretty smart when it comes to this damn money, dude.
That's brilliant.
If you honestly ask yourself, do you really think John and Kyle are gonna let Defoe go? Hell no.
No, that's
Are you
why
kidding me?
something's wrong with what the 49ers. How much? I don't even know if D Ford's cap hit is that big. You know what I'm saying? There's something wrong here. Okay, well, let's see. We'll wait.
All right. Well, to get back to where I was when I was going to call. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow! The last time we picked up a rookie number 97, we picked up our 5th Lombardi.
Hey.
Oh, my God, Ronbo. We have everything covered, down to the kicker.
Wait. 97.
Mr. Bryant Young.
That is Bryant. And that why we did. Yes. I was trying to connect the year he got picked up and the next, and who was in between the trophies. Yes. And he was the hero all season long. That's a good omen. I like that. I love the trivia, too. JJ be staying on top of the action.
Well, I'm Jersey Joe. You know I got all the jerseys, man. I got Bosa's right here.
I know we gotta go ahead and get Zoom in fixed up so Jersey can display his goods. Man.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. What's up with the Zoom?
Yeah, no.
Anyways,
we're having some problem with the Zoom in, but we're trying to get it fixed here. Hopefully, they get it fixed is with the problem soon, because you can't go the season without the Zoom. Oh, come on. We got to find an alternative otherwise. So, yeah. But JJ, hey, I keep asking people, man, who's going to get the first sack, man? I mean, I don't know if it's going to be the first game or second game or whatever game, but who drops the QB first between our front line crashing, killing, mauling? I mean, who's going to be the one? Watch it not even be one of the front three.
You know what?
Watch it be
I'm going to go
DJ
way left
Jones.
field.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go way left field and say the man who has everything to prove, my man Solomon Thomas. He's going to get the first one.
Oh, that'd be so fitting, actually.
Oh, I would love it.
That'd be so fitting.
I'll admit, Ronbo, you know how it was last year. I was always clowning on him, but I didn't know what he was going through.
Everybody was taking shots. I tried to temper my shots. I took a couple of shots at it. But, thing is, you're right. We didn't know. I mean, have you ever lost a relative you're close to? And actually, I didn't know the whole story. His sister had been abused as a child. And she probably never really recovered, right? So in this case, it has even more impact that Solomon went through that, because he probably tried to comfort his sister all their lives, and all of a sudden, it's like you're let down because you feel like it's your fault. You didn't do enough. You didn't put your sister's mind in a place where she could escape that misery that she was going through. You couldn't no matter how hard you reach out. You know how painful that must be? Oh, I don't know how he even came back to play football.
You try to look at it. Try to operate your show if something happened like that to a family member. I mean, how would
you can't continue.
Ron, but not only that, I was talking this morning on the Nighthawk Fan Club. Not only Solomon, but you have Marquise coming back with his problem that he dealt with last year. And then you got all our players that are trying to make a comeback. You got Quan or KY Jelly Alexander. You got Sherman with his thing. You got Verrett with his thing. This team is fire. Oh, my God, I'm going to make a mess of my trousers.
Hey, don't do that. Well, you got an extra pair anyway. Hey, it's like Jerry Fresh said. It's the fiber, the character of this team. They come together, and they know how to comfort each other. I got a feeling, Richard Sherman, remember when he was sitting in the courtroom when the fool... Boy, Ruben's sitting in the courtroom, and he don't even know Richard Sherman. Him and Kowalski T drive down, the only two 49ers sitting in the room. And Ruben had to look up and wonder,
that dude no more.
I know, but the thing is, I'm talking about how this team, Richard came right in and put another level on the culture of caring. These guys look after each other. I mean, that's going to go a long way. They compete, but there's no bitterness. There's no arguing in the locker room. You know, I mean, these guys are ready to roll. I can't wait to see what they come up with. Man, big support.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's pretty much all I got, Ronbo. Everything. I mean, all I got to leave it with is I don't know one spot that is not covered, other than maybe the safety. But other than that,
you guys can let my boy.
Offense has been done.
Boy, y'all gonna get up off my boy Dub, and we don't even know when AC's sticking. And I mean, you know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about that position. JJ, let me go, man, because we got some people on the East Coast is late.
Yeah, all I gotta say, that ball is not going any more than 10 yards with that damn defensive line.
There you go.
All right, Rob, you have a good one. Man.
You too, fam. See you Saturday. And we're gonna. Jersey Joe he's feeling it. He's getting red and gold fever.
Pumped up, Ronald. Pumped up.
Like Jerry. I'm gonna go to Rochelle Park, New Jersey. 973 Rochelle Park. Hello. Rochelle Park. Up in the Garden State of New Jersey. Let's go back and see if David is hanging out. Hey, David comes right over directly from Comedy Central. David. David.
Yes.
David, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Well, David,
sorry, I was trying to write up some jokes. So, when we meet up.
David, I thought you had a team of writers. David.
No. Right now, there's not that much budget for that right now. You gotta kind of scale back a little bit on that, you know? Oh, boy. Okay, so the last caller you had, you know, absolutely right. Last time we had a rookie 97, Mr. Bryant Young.
Yes, indeed.
Which played defensive tackle, not defensive end.
Mm-hmm.
But still, rookie 97, all through the season. And then we also got a guy, I think that year or the year before, which his name was Ricky Jackson.
Yeah.
Which is like D Ford. Right? So we
goes around, see where he's going.
Yeah, so we got a Ricky Jackson again. I remember when he came around the corner, he popped them and Smith, bam! And he had a stinger. He had a sit out a player or two.
Yeah.
Oh, it was beautiful. Loved it. We got our linebacker core. It's good, you know. And please, guys, please stop worrying about the safeties. Stop worrying about the safeties.
I mean, you have a great conversation going on. Up, and all of a sudden it comes all the way down. But I still got a problem with the safety. Oh. And besides, the 49ers are not going to be playing single high safety, so it's not like it was going to be like some people are thinking anyway.
No.
So
we got more complete team in my eyes, and I know people are going to say, "Oh, don't say that. You can't compare them." And I know it's a little bit dirty, but I think they are pound for pound on paper as good or better than the Harbaugh defense. I think so.
You know,
I think we have more in the corner area. We have more in the corner area.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So I think we're a little bit more apt. And you know, nothing against Dre. I don't know. I hear them, but I know he was bummed out about the signing bonus and this and that. Those things are set up like lagging indicators, and they're chopped up into sums over a period of time. It's not all at one time.
They're not
that stupid. They're not that stupid. No, it may be guaranteed. He's right. It may be guaranteed, but not all hit in 1 year. I mean, there's, you know, and one more thing too, as far back as I can remember, I remember one time people used to talk a lot of crap about Brock Marotte. They used to talk a lot of crap about him. It
was really bad because we thought him and Jed were running the team and everybody's pissed off. Well, I do remember that. It was during the Harbaugh years, yeah.
Do you remember that? They're like,
yeah.
Oh, look, there's this lackey. He's just there sticking his nose into this, into that. Hey, man, he brought in a guy that's like, you know, business savvy, accountant, all about the numbers. And it was only a matter of time before they got rid of Balky and to let this guy come in and then work the numbers and help the GM. So, you know.
And And I was, what we got to do, I don't know if you did it, Dave. We got to stop following until you do your own personal investigations. I was hating on Parag at that time, too, I have to admit. I said, man, I was bothered because I thought that him and Jed were out of their element. Jed, take Parag. You guys go down the street, get another office, stay the hell out of the way. I thought it was their fault,
No. I think it was just, I think it was Balky that was really, really trying to pull the reins back then.
You're right. He orchestrated all the badness.
He had some good picks. We can't dog him for everything. But overall, he would make some horrible ones at the end. So whatever good he made, man, he took 2 steps back after that. Every single, make some bad decisions. So, like hiring a coach at the time that was in the adult industry. We should have never did that. That was what are you doing getting Ron German as head coach? I mean,
you said, support the adult movie industry.
I'm sorry, it wasn't him.
Ronnie J. I mean, that mind was getting crazy.
No, man. And Deebo Samuels. I'll tell you what, man. That guy's going to be a monster. That guy's going to, man. Yeah. He's like Anquan Bolton 2.0. He has attitude, hands, and he's faster. That's the scary part about it.
Oh man,
he's faster.
And got that meanness, got that dog in him.
Yeah. Well, and then Hurd is like an oversized. What's his name? The guy that we lost to the Titans that was on the other side of Vernon Davis. I forgot what his name was. Number 46.
Delaney Walker.
Delaney Walker. He's like a bigger Delaney Walker.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man. I think. He'll be good. He'll be good. He's gonna surprise a lot of people, but I think this is it right here, Ronbo. I think this is the year that we actually make some big strides, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be exciting. It really is. I'm really looking forward to it. I was excited last year, but I think it was just too much hype. I didn't like how everyone was really pushing hard, and everybody was really like forcing it. And I think, believe it or not, people, they say that pros don't listen to what people say. I think in a way they did listen to a lot of the hype that was around them and was pushing. So yeah, it was bad.
But realistically, I don't know that we had enough maturity last year or pieces. We lacked a couple of pieces.
No.
We didn't have a pass rush coming last year.
No.
So, but see, when you look around on some of the things we were missing last year, they filled those voids right up. This is why it is realistic to see what this team might be able to potentially do. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But
okay, now
it's
you know what's so
exciting,
funny?
though,
It's David. I'm looking now. Cynthia, who's a lawyer, she agrees that cap is right. The 49ers have $7 million next year. Okay, if this is the case, I'm sure the 49ers are going to explain this because, they've been very careful about the cash. They gave all the cap to Nick Bosa? I'm shocked. Okay.
There has to be something else. I mean, they've been doing this for a long time, and they've been dying in the right way for a while, so I don't think they screwed. There has to be something more about it. It has to be some type of lagging indicator with the cap.
Yeah.
I mean, something,
Okay. Anyway, Dave, we got to go because we came in too late tonight, so we're trying to get to the East Coast as fast as I can.
No problem.
As usual, fam, I'll see you Saturday early.
I ain't got no joke this time. I came in a little bit dry, so, it's okay. But next time I'll come with a boatload of them. So,
I'm always ready for those.
Everybody have a good time. Dre, relax. Don't worry about the safeties.
Yeah.
And then also, big show, drink your tea, and don't worry about anything else. Okay. All right.
Here you go.
Good night.
Night, David. Hey, it's James out in New Jersey. James, come on in, fam.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo? How you doing, man?
James, I'm telling you, man, that conversation that some of the guys on the team had with Breach Report, man, it got me all worked up. Because they said, man, if you ain't playing for the Super Bowl, you ain't got no business being out here. So you can take I'll settle for the playoffs, wild card, or whoever. I can just see them now. They look around the room and they see any 49er in here that ain't thinking about the ring, y'all may as well just stay out our way and let us get this done, I love the attitude. And I bet you ain't got nobody talking about stepping outside. I'm here to play. Let's go.
Well, I tell you, when a group of people have a focal point and they have this level of enthusiasm about themselves and the group around them, and then they just, they set out on a task and they put their all into it, and you get it done. And right now, this team, last year with a bunch of injuries, they still were in games. I mean, it's not like we were getting blown out, we had a rough one in Kansas City, but at the end of the day, the possibility of us was still there,
Mm-hmm.
And so at the end of the day, it's kind of like, our chances right now, I like to hear that they have that kind of belief in themselves. Okay, that kind of passion for what they're setting out to do. And it's teams have to build to get to where they want to go. And that's what they've been doing. And it just so happened that they didn't go out after a lot of big time free agents the first year. They kind of held on to the money, some of it the second year. They did the same thing. They did their best to hold on to the money and try to pay some players. And now we're going into this third year, most teams either hit it in the draft or they hit it in free agency, but we hit it in both. And I look at that contract situation. I don't understand all of it. I do believe that it will be broke down over time because it's kind of the way Parag sets those contracts up. I mean, they didn't give Reuben Foster $22 million up front.
Right?
When they
I mean,
drafted
since
him.
when do you
So
give...
I don't understand that. I mean, and a linebacker, well, he's basically a D tackle, still falls under the category of the edge rusher, but an unproven talent. So we'll just have to see. But I know they know that this year is a year that they have to get two people signed as well. And one of them is DeForest Buckner and the other one is George Kittle. They got to lock them up. And I do believe they're in a good place with the running backs because, and back to that, having that swagger and that, mentality that, listen, it's Super Bowl or bust for us. We're not just going on the field and just play games just to be out there on national television. We've got a team right now, players that have got enough confidence, enough physical ability, enough different types of skill sets to destroy opposing football teams.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, to be victorious and get the win. And that really feels good. And one thing I do want to say, the last time a team had three bona fide running backs that all had different skill sets, but they were good at those skill sets, were the 72 Dolphins. I don't think I need to say any more about them with Don Shula. Because that backfield, those three runs, they went. I think it was 16-0. Yeah, they didn't lose a game that season because he had various ways to be able to kill you with the running game as well as the passing game. If you're running the ball continually down a team's throat, eventually you're going to it's going to open up the pass. And that's how they would beat teams. And right now, Shanahan has got a team very similar to the type of players the 72 Dolphins have. So it's just, it's just amazing, we're heading, and it's that time, it's that time. And so we have to, we just have to be, we just got to hopefully get through training camp with only minor little hiccups here and there, nothing
Ouchies and
serious
oochies.
or
Yeah.
anything with anybody, and you know, and get ready, man. And I'll tell you one thing. I'm gonna tell you what the statement's gonna be. Will come to fruition is those first 3 games. If we go into the bye 3-0,
And beat the
this
Steelers.
team. We
Locked
go
in.
into the bye 3-0 and come back and beat the Steelers. Because I think we go to the bye after the 3rd game. We
Yes,
play
we
the
do.
Steelers.
It's a home game. Take a
we
week
play
off.
the Steelers at home. Yeah.
That's right.
And yeah. So at the end of the day, if we're going into that bye being 3-0, you know, I think
They'll believe in
I
themselves.
think that, you know,
Look out, Cleveland.
they're believing in themselves at a high level,
Mhm.
and you know, it's just only going to get more and more perceivable, and at the same time, it's just going to all come into fruition, man. They got so much talent. I mean, 4 number 1 draft picks on that D line. Okay,
and since they got a 5, you know, one of them's got to sit down. James, we need to stop though. And let me
okay,
see,
Ronbo.
yeah, but good stuff, James, as per usual. I see you Saturday after the day's done, and people say things like "Whoa," and the media says, except for Grant Cohn,
And you know,
void him.
one
God.
thing, not cutting you off about that, Ronbo. One thing I wanted to find out also, and I know you got to go. I wonder is that contract amount being equated by the amount of players that they have now, or just the amount of players that would be on the projected 53?
Yeah. Because
I mean, if you look at it, they got 90 contracts right now, from undrafted free agents to first round draft picks.
And rookies they can only do so much with the contract. They can't come in and demand. I mean, they can get certain things. I mean, I'm sure it's about the language in the contract. Nick's probably said, if anything happens to me, I get all my money. I mean, even if we go out there one day, because that's what the Bosas complain about. They worry about if they get hurt, is it over? But still, he doesn't need to get all his money in one season. I mean, it's a guaranteed contract for 4 years or for a rookie. Anyway, we'll see.
Well, I guess it's all predicated off of him playing for them 4 seasons too. Parag is not stupid.
No,
there's no human being that they're gonna, you know, I don't think give that much money up front. I think if it's broken down, because Ruben was expected to make, if he would have still been on the team, $9 million.
Well, he had,
for 2018.
Yeah, and Ruben actually had a lot of incentives in his and goals. He had to behave. He had to do some other things, you know. And Ruben lost all of it. Oh, but James, let me see you Saturday, okay?
Life goes on.
Yeah.
All right, Ronbo. Thank you
Phil.
for what you do and for the platform you provide. Niner Empire, Niner for life. Have a great evening.
Thanks, James. Look forward to seeing you Saturday. All right.
All right, man.
And let's go to Rodney. He's out in New Jersey, too. Down in Jersey. Stand up, Jersey. Hey, Rodney.
Hey, Ronbo. Hey, listen, man. Listen, man. I always hear every episode that you always do, everything. Like, every show that you done, I've been listening to it. The reason I can't call, because, you know, I'm always busy at work and everything. But I'm on vacation, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take my first day and talk to Ronbo.
Rodney, thanks, fam. Good. Glad to hear from you, too. Yeah.
Yo, and you know what, man? I'm in Jersey City, man. You know what? And I got all types of fans around me. You know what I'm saying? I got the Jets, I got the Giants, I got
Eagles,
I got New England, I got everything. So you know what? I gotta represent my letting go. You know what I'm saying? Always 24/7.
Yeah.
But you know what? I got one.
Some vicious people.
Listen. Yeah, but you know what? I got one thing to say to Niner faithful. Hey, listen. the team that we got right now, and I listen to every caller, you know what I'm saying, every time that you on. But the team that we got right now is not like the way we used to have it with Jim Harbaugh and nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? This is a team that's dynasty to beat. This is a dynasty team that could win at least 2 Super Bowls. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? If it don't happen this year, but it could happen next year, 2021, you know what I'm saying? And it could happen again because we will have the same players again, you know?
Building that nucleus. Building that nucleus, yes.
The way I feel with this power offense that we have, man, I tell you this right now. I downloaded some shit that on Madden 2019, and I'm running all over with Coleman. I'm kicking ass with him.
Tell you, that's just,
listen.
And he says that's just one of the weapons, Rodney. That's what I like so much. He's complimented by all kinds of just vicious players.
And I got Juice. I got Juice going this way with play action. I got him right down the middle, wide open and everything. But you know what? That's just matter. But this is real life thing. And another thing is that it's one game at a time. Okay. I understand how people go 13-3, this and that, blah blah blah. It's one game at a time. You know what I'm saying? This when I'm on the phone. This win these games one game at a time. You know what I'm saying? If we lose one, let's go to the next one. You know what I'm saying? Let's have a big practice and win that next one. You know. That's the way I see it, man.
Take them one at a time.
Take them one at a time. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And we only got what's training camp? A couple of 2 days.
Yeah, Saturday afternoon. They will
Saturday,
be busy.
right? Saturday. Yeah. You know, what
checking
I'm
in. I'm sure they're checking in tomorrow. But Saturday is when they get down to business.
But you know what though? It's another thing too. I'm just hoping, you know what I'm saying, that since these last 2 years, injuries. All that crap, man.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? It's pathetic, man.
I know.
I'm just hoping that the new staff that we got, all this hiring and everything, it works out. You know what I'm saying? And you know, going to training camp, you know, no injuries, no nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Even when you say the word, it scares me, Rodney. Rodney. Be careful with that word. You know what I did? Don't make that stuff happen.
No, not exactly.
We were scared last year.
Oh. Yeah, and look at that. And look at what killed us. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even thinking about it. Let's have a great training camp.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Let's have
Smooth
a great training camp. We got one of the best coaches, you know what I'm saying? And he's going to be a best coach. I guarantee you that. He's going to be on top. He's not even going to be a top 5. He's going to be a top 2. Maybe one. You know what I'm saying? I think
could be the COY too. The COY, Rodney. Shannon already told him. The time we're through building culture around here, y'all. Time to win is now.
It's time. It's time. I don't understand. It's time. Listen, that's why I always say, let's take game by game. You know what I'm saying? It counts game by game. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you don't know if something, let's say, you know, something happens. We lose a close one, you know. All right, we lose a close one. But let's bounce to the next one, practice harder, you know what I'm saying? And start kicking ass in the next one, you know what I'm saying? That's the way I see it, man. You know.
And don't take no team lightly. I don't care, even if it is Tampa Bay, Cincinnati. Just beat them up.
Take no team lightly.
That's it.
Hey, listen, you up 21-0 in the first half.
That's all right.
Don't come out in the second half being, you know what I'm saying?
And sleeping, kicking back. Yeah. Well, if you score 40 points, Nick can come in and take the fourth quarter. But between now and then, you keep the pedal to the metal. Big. Rodney, Rodney, when you get some more time off, man? I mean, you know, it's way too nice talking to you, fam.
I'm trying to, because, you know, I work 6 days a week, you know what I'm saying? But, listen, I love your show, you know
Thanks,
I
Rodney.
always, I'm reading I'm watching it and I'm reading. I hear everybody talk to TNT. Yo, I love them. Yo, they have the TNT family. They have, you know what I'm saying. But I got a couple of things. You know what I'm saying. Big Show. You know what I'm saying. I know he always saying this and that with a different player, whatever. But Bowling, that dude's gonna be a monster. He's gonna be a monster. I'm telling you. And then this another thing too. Before I think you got Matt Corley, but there's no way we're gonna trade Trent Taylor. There's no way.
Nah, Taylor's not going anywhere. I mean,
Yeah,
Kyle,
no matter
Kyle,
what.
and Kyle got rid of. Remember, he got rid of Jeremy Curley. Curley thought he was going to be ushering in Trent Taylor, show him the ropes. And Kyle said, "Thank you, Jeremy. You good luck in New York." What?
No,
Send him out of here, man.
Yo, that
He used to
man,
be.
Trent Taylor's gonna be a monster for us in
Yeah,
third
I know.
down. You know that, right? We could run with 4 wide receivers, 1 running back, and who's gonna be open right there? Trent
There you
Taylor
go.
for that short.
Just running that slant.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
And he probably break that tackle too.
I know. Man, we gotta roll.
All
But
right,
listen,
yo, Ronbo, I love you, man. Yo, I'll support your show, man. Yo, you the real man. Yo. Everybody,
Thanks,
give
Rodney.
this guy some up on. Yo, this guy's the man, bro. Yo, I love you. Niners Empire for life, yo. Love all of y'all. All 49 are faithful, baby.
we loving you back, fam. You stay, keep your head up out there amongst all them Eagles fans, them Jets fans, them Giants fans. I know they got Cowboy fans around there.
I'm around them. I'm around all of them. You know what? I stand representing my red and gold.
There you go. All right, Rodney. I'll talk to you as soon as possible. All right. Have a good night.
Ya.
Oh, man, I love it. It's always, especially the tri-state area, where you got people like running around there with the red and gold on, and you know when they're getting hit up. Hey, Leon!
What up, Ronbo?
Leon, man, I'm telling you, man, it's time to stop thinking like we have been and expect a miracle. And you know what? At some point, Leon, we ain't even going to be looking at it as a miracle no more. We're going to be looking at, who we got this week. Yeah, chalk that up right now. That's another W-I-N. I'm looking forward to it this year. I ain't thinking about losing no more. That's it. You know what? You know what needs to be worried? You know, I said earlier, man, I am worried about New Orleans, man. Only thing I love about New Orleans is that French Quarter. After that, I'll get me that. Oh, don't take my football team in there. So now I'm saying New Orleans needs to worry about us. And make sure you got plenty of gumbo and jambalaya when the guys get there. Leon, what's up?
That's right, Ronbo. First, let me say this first. Dre got to stop worrying, man. Dre gonna get his blood pressure up. He got to start worrying about the contracts and all. That's gonna take care of itself.
Yeah.
Then the second thing I want to say is everybody from the start of training camp starts the season with the same record, 0-0.
That's right.
It doesn't matter what anybody did last season, how many injuries we got last season. We all start on the same playing field with a clean slate. So let's look at it that way. Let's stop listening to all the stupid talking heads like Nate Burleson and the rest of his.
Oh, Leo, no, do listen to Nate Burleson. If anybody doesn't have Nate Burleson's Twitter account, let me know. I'll get it to you. Boy, when the day comes, Leon, we go tweet his brains out. Nate he's gonna be having a block party. If we get to be 5-0, and after the Hawks get a whooping, Nate, where you at, man? Hey, you ain't said nothing in the morning anymore. Oh, well, I can't wait till that day. Oh.
Well, yeah, that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen, Ronbo. But I'm excited, man. I mean, I'm excited to see. I feel like we actually have a well-balanced team.
Yeah.
And, on both sides of the ball. But that front seven, man, that's golly. I don't know. You keep asking who's going to get the first sack of the year.
Right. Yeah, who you got? I love that question.
Man, that's like a toss-up, but I'm gonna say because he has something to prove, I'm going to give it to Solomon Thomas. I'm going to say...
That's 2 votes for Solomon. 2. Yes.
Yeah.
I'll be delighted.
I'm going to say because he has something to do.
He does.
That's
He
my
does.
pick, man.
People got to stop talking about
And
it.
so, right, exactly. That's how I look at it. As far as Nick Bosa and Deebo, they did that lets you, I think a lot of times when players hold out, it's not just because they're trying to be selfish. It's also because I don't know if the team has the camaraderie that everybody thinks it does. So it's kind of like, let me look out for myself. I think the guys on the 49ers want to get in the camp because they, just like we can feel it, I think they can feel it even more. I think they know they have something special. So nobody wants to miss any time. So that just shows you, we're going to be fine, Ronbo. I'm excited, bro. This is going to be a fun season. Everybody needs to just, put on their seatbelts, buckle up, and watch us do what we do. And all that. If we stay healthy, we're going to, dude, lightning doesn't strike in the same place, Ronbo.
I do not want that to be. That was our calling last year. Every time we looked up, man, if we could just stay healthy. We were saying that for the last 2 years, okay? So I'm just thinking, what are the odds of this just being a running thing in Santa Clara? So I'm thinking this is, we may, and they prepared for it. They got depth at some positions. We can lose, as long as it's not season-ending injuries, we can have guys go down for a week or two and still keep rolling, as long as it's not a bunch of guys at the same time, So.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and the thing about it is, Ronbo, I think we could, God forbid, if Jimmy G gets a little nicked up, we got Nick Mullins back there. As long as we don't put CJ Duffy in, we're okay.
The thing is, with the weapons, with Jimmy G, if he's on point this year like I know he can be, it's almost overkill. With Nick, it's like Nick is so determined. That boy's grit will get it done. You know what I'm saying? And he's learned some things since last year. I have a feeling Nick Mullins, between you and me, Leon, in 2 years, if Nick is still getting signed, watch him put some heat on Jimmy. That boy's, you can see it in his face. He will not settle for just being second.
We've seen it before. We saw it with Joe Montana and Steve Young.
See?
I mean, so it's not like history's going to repeat itself at some point with our franchise. And I think this is the beginning of it. So everybody just sit back, relax, and let's have fun. I know you got other people that want to chime in and give their point of views, but that's how I'm feeling right now, Ronbo. I'll be back on Saturday after this first day of practice, man. And like I always say, Niner since a minor was the nation to an empire.
I love when Leon says that. Hi, Leon. I'll see you Saturday, fam.
Ronbo.
Yeah.
See you Saturday, bro.
Yeah. All right. Okay, guys. Let's not get crazy now. Jordan Kelly says we're getting a little sexual in here. What's the problem, guys? All right, guys, don't offend any ladies, please, guys. I'm begging you, don't do that. Yeah. All right. Jordan, I'm figuring, I don't see everything that's going on there, but I figure you got it. It'll get under control. All right. And it's got Justin.
Oh, I'm trying to eat something.
Well, Justin.
Okay, I'm good.
Yeah, because we can come back when you get there. Don't choke yourself. Then we'd be responsible, Justin. And then, if CSI comes in, it was Ronbo Sports. Let's go. And,
hey, I'd rather die listening to you than listening to something else. All right.
Nate Burleson.
Yeah.
Hey, Justin. I think the mentality here is going to get real rich by the time preseason's over. And we see who's capable of what. You only need a small sample because, the starters and some of the guys that are going to roll next year are not going to be on the field all day because, they don't have a lot of time to look at those guys. But they're going to look at some other players, right? I think it'll be pretty much understood. The 49ers, you can look at other teams all you want to and say, oh, we're going to lose this team and we're going to lose that team. Nick, you ain't going to be able to say that this year. I really think that those days are done. Let's see, because the Rams and Hawks, I'm sorry, I'm just not impressed. They look okay, but they don't look like they used to. And the Cardinals, I have no idea. I ain't going to say much about them. But everybody else in the NFL, we know about. And I'm looking forward to coming in and competing every week. And in this case, with Kyle Shanahan and with a defense, man, 49ers are in every game this year. And oh, by the way, you know how everybody's talking about how Baltimore, we should be concerned? Do you know Baltimore is projected by some teams or some analysts? And now we take the analysts seriously. Baltimore is not going to be a good team this year, according to a lot of analysts. I thought otherwise.
Well, that's because, you know, the running quarterback system, it worked for a few quarterbacks back in 2012 when Kaepernick, Russell Wilson, Newton, they all started using
Cam Newton,
and they started doing they all started using the read option, and Lamar Jackson is trying to do that, but he doesn't know that it's old. It's like one of those things. It's like, you know, you're trying to bring the flame back that something that defense is already adjust to. Defense can adjust to it really quickly, and defense already prepared for it. So that's why the read option is kind of, you know, it's like iffy. You know, it's like you see it every once in a while, but it's not as much as you used to. And you don't see quarterbacks running as much as you used to, like they used to, because, you know, all the hits, you know, all like the refs, because, you know, quarterbacks get injured and defense play well now.
Remember that rule too? The refs say quarterback leaves the pocket, he's eligible to be body slammed as hard as anybody else on the field. I kind of enjoyed when they made that rule. Not when we had Cap. I didn't appreciate it, not for one moment. But after Cap, you know, now that they got it out, it's, he come running out that pocket. He's just like anybody else. He don't slide, break his neck.
I got something to address. With Dre. Can he calm down? You know, this is about the contract. Relax. It'll be okay. I just need him to, like, you know, calm down, you know, chill. I like you, Dre. I really do. I respect your thing. I respect you, Dre. I don't mean to disrespect you. I just want to say, you know, calm down, you know, relax. Wait, that's next season. Right now we have this season. We have this season to worry about. We have a chance to go to Lombardi Trophy. We need to worry about this season. Next season is next season. Relax. Calm down, chill a little bit. You know, maybe
honestly,
also, maybe have a beer, and you know, relax a little bit. You know?
All right, Justin. No, you know, I didn't read it yet. I might have been as shocked as Dre when I read it. I am still shocked, and I don't. There must be something else coming up later. I think something evolves or develops in the next couple of days. I think this is just today. They just got through the contract. There's something that needs to be corrected, and I think it will be. You don't guarantee the whole amount from day one and then have that apply against the salary cap, because that automatically would be the case.
I think
Nick,
it's going to be spread out.
Giving you all your money today, look in your account, see them zeros, them is yours. Sign.
I think it's going to be spread out. I think it's going to be spread out. There's no way they said, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, rookies only can have so much leverage. You can't demand the whole amount in one season. Anyway, and you know what? It could be set up in incentives and bonuses, even if they did do that. Anyway, let's talk about winning football, though. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
And you know, combated with saying,
Justin,
no, I can't.
I definitely want to know.
Full sack somewhere. Okay. That's a lot to ask for a rookie.
Yeah, well, no.
I just read with Dre.
Actually, his brother did that. Yeah, what's his name did that in the first year? Hey, who's the guy who plays opposite of Joey in San Diego? With the Chargers. Anyway,
Denzel Perriman. Are you talking about the linebacker?
No, the other edge. They're a good duo.
They're a good duo. I know
I
Denzel Perriman. He comes off the edge sometimes. And then
no. They've got a bona fide scary edge rusher on the other side. What's pretty funny though?
Tackle, the Maybain from Seattle. He signed with the Chargers last year.
No. It seems like I'm feeling the name Chandler. Anyway, they're a duo. And a very solid duo. So this is going to be an interesting thing. And Nick's got a similar situation with another premier edge rusher on the other side. This is what makes him effective. Yeah. This is why if anybody expects Nick to suck, man, you could be in for a surprise. There's nobody to
asking Nick, you know, Nick Bosa to get 12 sacks for the year, that's a lot, man. He's still got to learn this, you know, he's still got to learn the defense game. He's still got to learn. You know, he's just coming off an injury from last year. You know, you got to be patient with the guy, man. You can't.
But you know what? Edge rushers, they have one goal: get past the offensive lineman and take down the quarterback. See, if anybody has an easy job, it's them, if he knows what they're doing. There's not a lot of scheme involved, except for knowing the count and cadence.
I'll come back with saying it's all how he plays with the D. It's going to take him a minute to get that rhythm. It took us a minute in 2012 to get that rhythm.
Being off?
Yeah, I'm saying, to get the rhythm back. Alden Smith, he struggled for the first 6 games. Then later he started getting good. And that's why he got a big contract because Alden Smith. Alden Smith.
Yeah.
So I'm saying,
when you look back on it though, Alden Smith, his achievements were predicated mainly because of what the Cowboy did. Well, you know what? Bosa's got a similar situation.
Yeah.
When he plays on the end. You know what? It's going to depend on who's playing the other tackle. I didn't thought about that. Justin, we're out of time. We're late tonight, so we're going to have to go.
Yeah.
And
I'll finish up with saying that D Ford has got 76 on NFL Top 100. No Buckner or no Kittle yet, and I'm still trying to see when they're coming on.
You're not going to say
They better
I
be
thought
on
Kittle
there.
was already
That's
named.
all I got to say. Was he? I'm not sure.
I thought I heard that.
Ford. All I know is that if they're not on this year,
hey, look at that list again. Yeah, look at the list again. I thought I heard Kittle's name. Somebody mentioned him the other day, I thought. Anyway, maybe not.
Okay.
All right, Justin, see you Saturday if you get some time.
Yes, sir. And Solomon Thomas will get the first sack. I'm
calling
right now.
3 votes for Solomon tonight. All right.
Yes, sir. And all right, and take care.
All right, Justin, you too. Good to hear you. You're feeling better too. NBA, let's go up north and talk to Kenny. Kenny.
What's up, Ronbo?
Kenny, it sounds like W's are getting ready to be coming in, man. 49ers are serious now, and there's guys running around there that know how to keep everybody up on their toes. You know those kind of leaders that don't let anybody be lagging? Don't let them think thoughts like, yeah, we'll be lucky to make the playoffs. You know that Batman and Robin things where Batman slaps the hell out of Robin and says, we settle for nothing but championships. Whack!
Yep.
I can see that now, boy. But Kenny, how do you think our chances are, man? Is it? Have we gone too far? Should we stop thinking we're anything more than mediocre, like some people think we should do? I mean, what do you think?
Hell no, man. There's a good sign tonight. You know what your PIN number is? PIN number is 415. That's the San Francisco area code, baby.
There you go, man.
Yeah.
Man.
Let's go, baby. Hey, I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped. And you know what? Here's a question for everybody. Do you want to save money or do you want to win championships? Because that's what it takes. You got to pay players. You got to pay people, man. They don't do this for free. And, people will have to get let go. That's just the way it is. It's a business, and it's a cutthroat business, and they don't play around, man. Like, people just get cut out of nowhere. Look at D4. He's on the 49ers. You know what I mean? So
I know, right?
And
the
he's
guy
a really
was one of
good
the best
player.
in the league last year. That's scary when you think about it.
Yeah.
And we've already let Alex Brown go. Eric Magnuson said goodbye. And Alex Brown didn't even get a chance to play in the preseason. I thought they'd at least wait until preseason games. They know right now, Kenny, who can get it done. I mean, they're going to let some guys go ahead and work. They got to keep 93 guys or whatever the amount is just to make teams. But guys that have no shot, they're letting them know right now. Listen, there's no future here for you. We're gonna go ahead and let you out and let you see if you can find your way somewhere. But then thanks, and good luck to you. That's why I'm glad we're not on Hard Knocks. I don't like to watch that though. Yeah.
I'm pumped, man. OTAs in 2 days. We're gonna start seeing who we got and what we got, and that means the season's upon us. I'm ready, and I always get in the chat room, and I always put the rebuild is over. There's we got a pass rush now, so that should help out our secondary, and everything else on our team is taken care of. We're ready to go, man. We're ready to win games, and we're ready to have a good season, and I can't wait.
It's all about gelling. Oh, Melvin Ingram.
That's right.
Thanks, guys. Melvin Ingram, Russo and everybody else with it. Yeah, Melvin Ingram is the guy who's playing opposite Joey. So Nick's in a similar situation, and he may have a better player in the middle than Joey does. This is going to be an interesting season. Because that's why I keep telling people, you cannot, these guys were raised warriors, Joey and Nick. For them to come in and suck would just be the biggest, most bizarre thing in NFL history. This is what they do. You put him at a quarterback or something else, he's going to have a problem. You put him on the edge. We're talking about a kid that's been training since he was 5 and 6 years old. Don't look for him to fail. It's not an option with the Bosas. So that's why I know he'll be fine. But, Kenny, with that said, I'm taking your bid too. Who is going to get the first sack this year?
Man, there's no question. It's DeForest Buckner. He is the sack king on our team.
2 from D-Buck that I know of.
Yeah. Buckner is our sack leader.
No, I mean, who gets the first sack of the season? This is what I'm thinking. Who's going to be the first guy to drop a quarterback? I don't know if it's going to be in game 1, game 2, or whatever. But who do you like to first be walking around talking about? Who's going to be the first guy to get that done?
I'm saying Buckner because people are going to be concentrating on D Ford because he's legit. You know what I'm saying? So
it's scary fast.
Buckner's going to be eating all year off that. So all year.
Well, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. And you're right too because I wonder what defense is going to say. All right, do we allow our center and maybe guard try to contain DeForest Buckner, or do we bring our tackle, of course, is going to already be on D Ford. We bring a tight end over there to help him out. Maybe the quarterback stands by as well. If they do go that route, could be interesting. Because you got to do something. Because if you do let D Ford get that first step, he's coming in. That's all there is to it, right?
Definitely.
If you don't have the right guys up against Buckner, he's coming in. There's really not a lot you can do about Bosa because you don't run out of players. So Bosa's going to be on the side, and you're going to see that hand swinging and throwing people's arms out of the way. And it's going to be interesting. There's a lot of violence on that front line defense now. Oh, man.
Anyways, Ronbo, hey, shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to the Hit Squad, Night Out Fan Club, and Ronbo Sports. Most of all, A1 since day one, baby.
Let's
go. 13-3 because we got Jimmy G. 13-3 because we got Jimmy G. Let's go, Empire!
Hey, I think he's ready to roll. Have a good night, Kenny. Oh. Hey, and since day one has returned, since day one.
What's going on, family?
Since day one, man, I've been trying to restrain myself and not over project and think about this team. But after listening to Sherm and Juice and Fred Warner, I'm more in their mindset now. If you want to go to the playoffs, okay, if that satisfies you, fine. If you're satisfied with just getting through the season and playing 16 games, well, cool. But these guys are talking about Super Bowl. And I was afraid to say the SB word because I was watching everybody else say this. Oh, I have nothing to do with that. I was talking like a loser. I refuse. If these guys say they're going to do it, I'm supporting them. I ain't going to have no fear. But anyway, that's just me. What are you thinking?
I'm on the boat. I'm on the boat, too. I'm on the train. It's taking off, so you guys better jump on it. Get on it. Be there or be square. Because it's going down. And I believe them, too. I believe them, and sky's the limit. Mm-hmm. Like these guys, they know what it's like to lose already.
Good point. You get sick of losing. They come in there a little more fired up than everybody else.
Yeah. There you had a previous caller earlier talking about how the players, I don't know if he was comparing them to New England or what. He was talking about how he was talking about the camaraderie and and all that they built up. And I said it before a while back that I'd rather have these guys playing together than to bring in a bunch of people from the outside that are, proven guys, and just bring in 4 or 5 footballers and just, do all that. I'd rather have this group of guys with this camaraderie, this glue they have together, and all that, because will is gonna, willpower is gonna beat talent every time. When they got that will and they got that heart.
As long as you got some legitimate skills, you still.
Oh
gives
yeah,
you
that's
advantage.
mandatory. These NFL players, there's talent on the board no matter what. It just has to be proven. These are all professionals.
As a matter of fact, since day one, you got Deebo and Bosa just signed today. Give me some projections on what you see in their season coming up. Give me a sack total for Nicky B. How many receptions and TDs is Deebo go pull in this year?
I think Deebo's gonna pull in probably maybe about 6 TDs, maybe more.
All right.
At least, and then he's gonna make him look easy too. He's gonna be wide open.
I mean, that's the way it works in Shanahan's offense anyway. People be running around wide open anywhere. But yeah.
Yeah, I think our red zone's gonna be. It's gonna look brand new. Red zone offense, and then with Nicky B, I think he's gonna throw up. Maybe, I don't know, maybe 11 sacks, maybe 10.
Everybody's got double digit. He's got a lot of company out there. It would be nice.
And that's the reason why. That's the reason why, because there's so much people out there to cover. They're not gonna. I think they're gonna they're gonna slide the line protection to the guys who's been out there and doing it for so long. It's gonna be to the right a lot. It's gonna be towards D Ford a lot. It's gonna be towards the middle. And Nicky, they're gonna be like, you prove yourself. They're gonna be like,
right.
That's why I think he's gonna get that. He might get the first sack.
Because of what you just, that's a good point. Since day one, they're not going to run toward Ford. If they're going to do anything, any pass patterns or anything like that.
They're going to go. They're going to go at the kid. They're going to go at the rookie. They're going to be like, let's see what this guy's made of, and it's up to Nicky to step up. Because opportunities are going to be there. He's going to get his one-on-ones.
Ooh, I hope so. Because I've seen him split triple teams. Ohio State. Bosa's like coming in, and they know it. And these guys got their feet set and everything. He tears through them like a hot knife through butter. That's when I first fell in love. I said, look at that. That's not even human. All right, well, let's get this kid. I thought we wouldn't get him. Yeah.
Yeah. They're going to underestimate him. That's cool. I like it when they sleep on us.
They might.
And then, I don't think, not like that, but he's going to have his one-on-ones, and I think we're going to see more double teams after the first quarter of the season, after the first 4 games. He's going to have a few sacks.
You can't double team. Okay, see, I don't know who you're going to double team with the 49ers anymore.
I don't know, Ronbo, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I take that back. I don't know who they're going to. I don't know what the hell the opposing teams are going to do. I don't, because you got, man.
Remember the Jaguars? Remember the Jaguars year before last, Saxonville? It was It was crazy watching him. The quarterback's got 1.5 seconds. If he hadn't made up his mind by then, he's dead meat. But didn't Jacksonville have about 4 guys with double-digit sacks one game? That means every other snap, the quarterback was eating dirt. If it was me running the team, all right, let's just quit passing the ball. All right, let's just quit passing the ball. Guys, get your running backs and see if we can open some space out there. But y'all ain't going to be no passing today, apparently. And I'm your coach. I'm telling you right now, we ain't going to try it anymore. God, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I remember they dominated, and I wish I could say that, I remember that game, but I really don't, because I didn't really see a lot of the work. And then when they came to our house, they were a whole different team. We whooped that ass, I'm telling you. So I can't say I agree, because I didn't see that when they came. I don't know who came over, but we put the smack down on them. That's when Trent Third Down Taylor had himself a big game. He's gonna be back.
Man,
look forward to that. Believe that.
And remember Calais Campbell? Campbell said, You know what? I had him down now. I don't know how he got rid of that ball like he did. I had him. Calais, man.
Yeah.
Calais had him. He did,
I
too.
had him.
Jimmy still got that shot off.
I had him.
Boom!
Yeah, he had him.
Oh,
Yeah.
since we got to stop, man. We're having too much fun here. Time's up. Let me see you Saturday if you get some time.
It's mandatory. Man,
Yeah.
I appreciate it, Ronbo.
Looking for
Appreciate
you,
what
fam.
you do, what you got going on, and all the time you make for us. It's a privilege to be on here and to talk football with all you guys.
Thanks,
Appreciate
fam.
it,
Pure
Ronbo. You
pleasure.
guys stay up, stay faithful. Football's back, baby.
Yeah. See you Saturday, fam. And let's scoot on over to JT right quick. Hey, JT.
What up, Ronbo?
Oh, JT, man, we're sitting up here projecting, talking crazy smack and having a good time. We got Robbie already done signed. You got Nick signed. Deebo signed. We ain't got nothing to do but get out there and put it together and let's go. That's what I'm talking about. I love this team. But JT, what do you think, man? And remember, the question of the night is, who gets a first sack on that defensive front line? How many yards do you expect Deebo to get? And realistically, in your mind, and when I say that word realistically, do you believe this is a Super Bowl-bound, potential Super Bowl-bound team? It's a lot of questions at once, ain't it?
Yeah, well, let me start off right here. First to say, remember a couple nights back, maybe when we were talking about whether or not Deebo and Bosa was going to sign. I told you they was going to sign right before training camp.
And they did.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, I ain't worried about it. I know it's a stress, but, I believe they're going to sign it.
Kudos.
What was I? Boy, yeah. That's a start. That's good.
Mm.
All right, so let me see. Deebo Samuel.
Yes.
I project Deebo. I think he's gonna get 1,000 yards this year for a rookie.
There's a projection. All right.
I know
Rookie
that's
season,
kinda,
1,000.
I can see him just barely cracking the 1,000 marker, just barely, like 1,000,
1,001,
18, or 1,005, or something like that.
Oh.
And what was the next question?
Next question: how many sacks do you project for Mrs. Bosa's baby of the baby boys?
Oh, Nick Bosa. Oh. Shit, I think Nick Bosa in his first year, I don't think he'll get more than D4, but I think Nick Bosa, he'll probably get like between 10 and 12 sacks.
Well, that's a big production year, all right? And I'm saying, I'm looking at the attitude that I'm reading about in Santa Clara. The 49ers believe in themselves, and they've had enough of losing, and they're all saying the same thing. They're all doing the John Cena. The time is here. The time is now. You can't see me. My time is here. My time is now. You know what I'm saying? They got that eye of the tiger out 53 times.
I like that. I like that. You know what, Ronbo? Remember, I think we had this conversation a few, I probably said this about a month ago, that we're going to come in this year and we're going to whoop some ass this year. I remember I said we're going to be like 13, 14 wins this season. We're going to really be 13, 14 wins this season.
They got a lot of weapons,
I don't really see a defense out there
that Kyle can't beat up on. I've been saying that for a long time. Ain't no defense out there Kyle can't beat up. Ain't one.
No, I can't. I try to think about it long and hard, and you know what? I'm not trying to be biased or nothing, but you know what? We're totally stacked on both sides of the field.
And one thing,
I think we're going to be putting defensive coordinators. They're going to be getting
in the hospital,
we're going to be giving them shit
taking medication. Telling you,
our offense, and I believe Caden Smith's going to have a breakout season 2 this year.
I would see. I even forgot about Caden. I got, you know, it's so funny because I got a group of guys in my head that I know are going to have field days this year with Kyle Shanahan. If he was playing on any other team, I don't know if I'd be so confident. But with Shanahan, you know, people go get loose. Everybody in the league knows that Kyle Shanahan's going to create your butt off the field, right? And I love it. I mean, the only two people who can deal with Kyle at any capacity is Fangio and Belichick. After that, everybody else is dead meat.
You know, Caden Smith, I was reading up on him. He can block. He can, you know, he's a he can go out there and, you know, run after the pass, you know. He's got it all. He's just not as fast as George Kittle, but, you know.
Well, not many people are. We got wide receivers not as fast as George Kittle. George can jam.
Yeah.
Whew.
And I believe Marquise Goodwin's going to have a breakout season again this year, too, and he's going to crack the 1,000-yard marker.
I tell you, as long as his personal life is not doing incredibly traumatic things, Marquise, wow. 2 years in a row with the same nasty situation. Ooh. So
remember yesterday you asked me if who's going to get the first sack.
Yeah.
That was me that told you
DeForest Buckner. It was JT.
Yeah, I'm going to own up to that. So, yeah, that was me.
JT, we got to stop. It's late. I'm going to try to see if I can get some more folks there before we go to sleep tonight. So let me see you Saturday afternoon.
Let me just say one more thing. I project Jason Verrett. I think he's going to get 2 or 3 picks this season.
There you go. All right, fam. Remember that. Mark it down. JT's got Jason Verrett for 3 picks. See you Saturday, JT.
All right.
Hey, and there is another East Coast member of the fam. Party, 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 party. Rico. Suave. Boom, boom, dum, dum. Rico! Rico. Rico, you're distant. You're distant, Rico. I can't hear you. I can hear somebody. It sounds like you.
Can you hear me now?
A little better. Rico, you still sound muffled, though.
Okay. All right, give me a second. My bad. All right, how about now, Ronbo?
Yeah, if that's as good as you can get, we could hear you.
Yeah,
great,
but I'm walking to the car, so it should get better in about 30 seconds.
Oh, it's already getting better. Hey, Rico, man, you know, the subject tonight is we got Deebo and Nick went ahead and stopped jiving around when the agent said, all right. So they're signed up. So now it's all about everybody's getting on the same page, getting to camp, start talking crazy, firing each other up, getting ready. I'm telling you right now, Rico, man, after reading what some of these guys are talking about, I'm with it. I was thinking, like everybody else, or most of us, man, if we just make it to the playoffs this year, we'd be so grateful. Shh. 49ers ain't talking about no playoffs. Them dudes is talking about Super Bowl. And they want everybody to know, if you ain't playing for the Super Bowl, then what are you playing for?
Then what the F are you playing for? Damn right.
Exactly.
I agree 100%. I agree 100%. How do I sound now, Ronbo?
Yeah, it's good now. This I can hear you. All right.
Okay.
So Rico, amplify on that matter a little bit.
A little bit? All right, just a little bit. But I really do think that this is our year, and I believe like Richard Sherman said, he said, why are we even playing?
Mm-hmm.
Why are we even playing for what? Like, you know, we all go out there and it's for a purpose to get that ring. And that just brings, like, that just gives me the goosebumps, like, to hear people talking like, oh, because, you know, like you always say, I get that from you too, like, oh, don't use that SB word, no. But the more we go, but I'm gonna be honest, Rombo.
I'm gonna quit saying that.
I'm gonna be honest, Rombo. The more we go into that the more we go into this subject and the more we get closer, which we're only, a couple days away from training camp and,
that's it.
Weeks away from the preseason, I really do believe that we have the team, man. We have the team to give us that shot to get a Super Bowl. And I don't know who it was. I think it was Jersey Joe. Shout out to Jersey Joe. Shout out to TNT. Shout out to you, Ronbo, first of all. Shout out to the Puerto Rican Empire. Shout out to everybody. I love you all. But I really do, like I told you last month or a couple months ago, the last time I had this feeling was in the hardball days, and I was telling everybody, I was like, yo, this is our year, and we really went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So if it doesn't happen, if it doesn't happen this year for some odd reason, I know for sure my heart's telling me next year we going to that dance, man. We're going.
Wouldn't it be fun if we got into the back-to-back years? This year we get to the Super Bowl and somehow the referees take it away from us and we don't win it. Next year, before that, say, hey, we back. And we ain't going to have that what we had last year. We know what to do for the referees this year.
Yeah, but another thing that kills me, Ronbo, that I don't know, man. These referees, not just the referees, the media, the just everybody. Like, if you ain't a Niners fan, it's like, what is it with them? They don't have no faith in us. They don't believe in us. And then when we start doing good, they don't talk about us. Like, they some haters. Like, they don't want. You know why they're scared? Because they know we're one Super Bowl away from tying Steelers and the Patriots. So they scared because they know once we get that ring and we got a good solidified team, then we could do it again for the next 2-3 years. So they just scared. They don't want us to win, man. They don't. Want us to win.
And the Steelers and Patriots, they had to catch up with us. And what I don't understand about that is, Rico, well, the Patriots still be getting a lot of hate, actually. I see it. People be attacking them. So, it's what being on top brings. Jealousy, envy. People come at you and come next. Look at the people. We got to deal. Raiders be running around all up in the chat and all up in our business. The Rams had a couple of good years. The place was filled up at Rams. You know what I mean? These people want to be like us. They can't be us, but they want to be like us. So they make fun. They got to get in our face, So they get their few minutes of glory because it ain't gonna last forever.
The beautiful thing about this is, because I know we ain't got that much time, is if you look at the 49ers, when people talk about us, rather it be the haters, we don't have to sit there and worry about, like, damn, man, we 5-time Super Bowl champs, no matter if it was years ago or not. But we don't have to worry about we deflated balls, we got Spygates, and we got this, and we got that. Like, we did it without no headsets in our helmet. We did it where, you know what I mean? Like, we did it where back then they wasn't protecting the quarterback like they do now, like pussy boys like Tom Brady and shit. So it was harder for us back then, you know what I'm saying? And we still made it through. First of all, we was the first team in NFL history to get the first 5 Super Bowls. So if anything, everybody's trying to catch up to us.
And no losses. That's what I'm talking about. And still, when you look at the 49ers record, it's still the best team in Super Bowl history. We're one game behind, but them other teams have lost more than one Super Bowl. And Tom, and I love Tom because he's a Bay Area boy, but he still lost 3 times. The Cowboys.
So that's why I say when it comes. That's why I say when it comes to debating and arguing, come on, bring it on. Because I got a lot of shit that you're going to run out of this room. Like I always tell people, when you come and sit on this table right here, this dinner table, like Jesus did with all, the disciples and everything, you got to have them ring. You got to have at least more than 3. That's why I don't listen to the Eagles. They just got their first. Dude, if you ain't got more than 4 Super Bowls, then I have no time for you to talk. Nothing. We ain't got nothing to talk about.
Well, and there's one cool Eagle fan, though. He came in and projected. But you know what? Eagle fans remind me of Mets fans. Mets fans can be vicious too, and Raider fans. They just get nasty. I mean, there's just some fans that that's what they do. Ain't nobody. Yeah. And you look at the best teams. They don't have fans. Don't get vicious. They don't go out and troll. So I'm
this year's Super Bowl prediction, I was looking online. It was this one blog or whatever. They said it was going to be the Chargers and the Eagles, and the Chargers were going to win.
I saw that.
I'm like, come on, are you serious?
I saw that on USA Today, I think.
There you go. Yeah, USA Today. I mean, they had us winning the division and everything. But like I said, back to your subject, this is our year. We have all the pieces to the puzzle. Everybody's going to come back healthy. So I do want to say this and go out on a limb on this. This is the make it or break it, but this is the year that we prove everybody wrong. And I really do feel like me and Jersey Joe was talking earlier in Big Show on this chat and stuff, and we were just all getting hyped and shit. It was early in the morning. Dude, this is our year, bro. We got the wide receivers, we got the defense, we got the offense, we got the special teams, we got the punter, we got the quarterback, we got the we got everybody.
And we got the coach.
On that team.
You got the coach of coaches on offense. Look, hey, Rico, we got to go, fam. It's late. I'm going to see if I remember when people get in there if everybody passes out. But Rico, look for, hey, Saturday, if you get some time, be looking for you, huh?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to have off.
Good. All right. You have weekends off.
But, yeah, so you know how I do. Let me give it to you real quick. You ready?
Yeah. Count. Hey, get ready to count. All right.
Nah, don't count.
We love doing that, Rico.
The other teams, not a thing, nigga. Let's get it. I think I broke the record tonight.
Half a minute. A little over half a minute. 35 seconds.
Let's go. Jersey in the house. New Jersey in the house.
Rico!
Love you, Ronbo.
Love you back, fam. We'll see you Saturday. Woo!
God bless. All right, bro.
Hey, Lewis. Lewis.
Yo, Ronbo.
Hey, Lewis.
What's up, Ronbo?
Man, Lewis, I'm telling you right now, man, I have, like, my fears of be careful what you say or done, because every year, hey, man, that Homer Ronbo, man, that been a dude, man, he be taking the 49ers Super Bowl every damn year, man, I can tell you. And, and then I had to say, yeah, he right, he got me. But you know what's really funny? This year, I was trying to reel it back. I was walking it back, man. I said, okay, I'm going to stay down on the ground. I'm going to say, I hope we can get 10. And if we make it to the playoffs, I'll be happy. And then I read Richard Sherman and Fred Warner and Kyle Juszczyk, and they say, man, ain't nobody playing for no playoffs. If you satisfy, I mean, if you ain't nobody playing for no, just to win a few games or whatever, and just win the division or whatever. These guys are talking, no, that's not the goal. Going all the way with this, and we mean it. And saying things like, if you ain't playing for the Super Bowl, what the hell are you playing for? I said, now you guys actually got the talent. Sounds like you got the attitude. Well, hell yeah. Go get it then. So I'm saying from now on, man, I'm ready to, I'll take that SB and settling for anything less. Like they say, 49ers already saying that'd be a complete fail. Woo! Yeah. Anyway, Lewis, before you finish up, let me know. I'm telling you, I'm taking a poll. Who gets the first sack amongst that front line assassins?
Lee, by far. It's Elijah Lee. Elijah Lee, outside linebacker. We're going to get the first sack. That's a fact, Ronbo.
There it is. A vote for Elijah Lee, who gets the first sack this year. I love it.
He's going to come screaming off the edge, and he's going to hit. We playing first? Was it
Jameis?
Oh, no,
we're playing Tampa Bay.
Oh, Jameis. Yeah, he's going to smack Jameis right in the mouth.
You know,
Elijah Lee, number 47. I think he's 47. So.
It could be on a blitz. I didn't even think about that. Could be
either Elijah Lee or I'm thinking Fred Warner. And that's just going to get the whole season started. And it's going to be everybody. It's going to be a race. Everybody's going to be getting in the backfield.
You know?
Or Greenlaw, too. Ronbo, I'm excited. We signed Deebo. We signed Bosa, so we got him signed. I do hear Dre's, worry. Definitely, like, dudes out here saying, like, talking about, like, default being a schematic piece primarily for the benefit of Bosa, D Ford. Like, let's not forget that DeForest Buckner gave us 11 and a half sacks in the interior with no damn help. Like, people need to remember that. And the fact that he got snubbed as a Pro Bowl was sickening because he as a defensive interior lineman, he led everybody in tackles with over 87 tackles combined.
Like, that's unheard of as an interior lineman, as well as 11.5 sacks.
I thought he had 12.
He blew Akeem Hicks. I think it was 11.5. It could be 12, but 11.5, 12. Either way, it doesn't matter. He had no help. The second best was Ronald Blair on, PT, like on limited PT. So like that, to say that like is sickening. Like, the dude is going to create for himself. Defoe needs to be taken care of because he's been here through literally the worst time when we were a complete dumpster fire of an organization. So the fact remains, pay that man. Simple. Okay?
Yeah,
Simple.
I don't doubt that for a minute. The 49ers are not going to let DeForest Buckner
I don't think
leave.
so either.
No,
I'm not saying he's not. No, there's no way in hell. Prague is too much of a genius to even, have that even speak into existence in his offense about us not being able to pay Defoe. But I just understand his concern. Like, he's thinking, Dre's thinking like, damn, why are we dishing out all this damn money and we ain't even, signing up or locking up people for the long term? You know what I mean? So,
well, the thing is,
I get his point, but
the thing is, though, next year there's going to be some need to sign. Butler's going to get his fifth-year option
like
picked
we're
up.
forgetting. Yeah, like we're forgetting, like with all the players we signed now, also too, we have like at least $14 million dead cap money because we cut Garcon. I forgot the Brock Hoyle kid, a bunch of other that rounded up to around like $14 million in total dead money for this season. So yeah, I mean we'll recuperate next year.
And the cap's going to roll over a few million.
Cap's roll over, as well as dead cap is actually a dying thing because the salary cap goes up every year by a marginal percentage, and it allows you to keep allowing to have dead cap. So at the end of the day, I just get his worry is what I'm saying. Like, I understand.
No, of course.
But I don't think they would not, come on. They would not re-sign Defoe.
I'm still struggling, though, with giving him all his money as a rookie. Since when do rookies get special benefits like that?
Well, I don't. Ronbo, do you know the guarantees on like Bosa contract? I only looked at it briefly. I didn't really go into detail about it.
Well, they said it was $22 million. I didn't look at it. I thought I read that, and I didn't.
It was $22 million. Okay.
That's a hell of a guarantee for a rookie.
Well,
I can't.
Williams, the third pick right behind Bosa, he got fully guaranteed his entire contract, 32.5. So, I understand they don't have anybody to re-sign like we do. Like, we got, Kittle. But I'm just saying, like, we're not as bad as, fully guaranteed,
Lewis, the thing is, it's not spread out over the duration of the contract like they normally are. They're giving it to him all at once.
I think they want it to all hit now, right? Well, actually, the cap would still, no matter what, though, would be prolonged. But I guess the money on the books is why they want it to hit now. That's the only thing I could think of.
Maybe, and if that's the case, that's why they did that, to get it all done now. And they do like that. The 49ers do like to front load everything they do. I understand they paid Jimmy off already, too.
They did. He's already paid off. So, I mean, his cap will still remain the same throughout the seasons. But as far as, like, if, he was traded or cut, the cap hit would only be like 2.7. The guy's already been paid off. So, I mean, we don't owe him any money on our books, which is, nice. But, yeah, you're right, Ronbo. I mean, I wouldn't think they would not re-sign Defoe. I mean,
no. They'll have that figured out by 20.
Just hopefully,
So.
We want to hear something like, oh, they're close in talks or something. You know what I mean? That's what we kind of.
Well, it's not going to be easy and quick. It's still going to be an issue. Right. I mean, it's not going to be easy and quick because agent's going to go. He's going to haggle as long as he can.
Oh yeah.
So it's never going to be easy.
But yeah, Ronbo, I'm excited though. I mean, training camp's right around the corner. Everybody signed. It's just time to get the ball rolling. I do say a prayer every night, and I do pray for no injuries. So let's keep that.
Well, Lewis,
that's been cursing us lately.
I know. Lewis, we're late tonight, so we're going to go ahead and say goodbye now. But see you Saturday. I'm going to get back in there earlier.
Oh, absolutely, Ronbo. Definitely. I'll see you Saturday, Ronbo.
Be looking for you too, Lewis. Have a good night, fam.
All right. You too. Have a good night, Ronbo.
Hey, thanks. And I see Lawrence Barker says, yo, I'm going to turn 49 years old before the season starts. You know what that means. Super Bowl victory. I already bet $490 to win on the money line. And love you, Ronbo. From Ewa Beach, Hawaii. Lawrence, you're out in Hawaii? Oh, hey. fucking lose, brah. I didn't know he's. Lawrence, that's the first time you let me know you're in Hawaii, man. I got to think about Hawaii, man. Guys, well, I like that, fam. I tell you, this beginning of the season, so yeah, we can celebrate double time, right? Hey, it's Russo time. Hey, Russo, you know what's funny, Russo? Your timing, as usual, is perfect because it's time for me, Russo.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, because I got to excuse myself for a minute, but Russo, you do such a good job dialoguing. I'll be back in 30 seconds, all right?
Twice in 1 week.
You guys can say,
man.
hey, man,
All
Ronbo, Russo's your co-host. Well, yeah, you know, Russo does a good job of this. I'll be right back.
I do believe that's twice in 1 week, but I think we can make it work. What's up, fam? What's everybody doing in the chat? You guys are going a little crazy once again, but, you know, it is what it is. When football season gets close, everybody, the emotions start to run. So, you know, we just got to keep it clean in there once again, but it's all good. It's all love. So what was I thinking? Man, so actually I kind of wanted to clarify that whole cap situation that Dre was talking about earlier with Bosa and Deebo's contracts. I actually I saw what he was looking at over the cap. It gives you the option to look ahead into 2020, 21, 22, and 23 and see future cap hits. And those numbers are all messed up. They're not correct. I saw what he was talking about, the $7 million cap space. And I think you were assuming that the guaranteed contracts were all going up against the cap. But actually, Bosa's cap hit this year is $6.1 million, and Deebo's cap hit is $1.3 million, which is roughly 7.5. And going into these signings, we had almost $33 million available, and the top 51 contracts is what goes against the cap. And if you remove the bottom two contracts, which is roughly $1.2 million, it translates to about a $6.3 million cap hit against the 33 that we had available. So we're going to have still between 25 and 26 million available in cap space.
And Russo, man, I love we've got about 2 or 3 capologists. I was sitting there thinking, would Parag be that ridiculous? I can't. It's out of character for him. So you know,
we're gonna have north of 25 million. So.
Yeah, that makes way more sense, and especially on your rookies, you're gonna lose. You're gonna break the bank. So anyway, it's all a matter of calculations and how you get that done. So yeah, $22 million. Okay, you can guarantee that. He's Nick Bosa. The Bosa's pretty good for this. So you can understand that. But I couldn't see all at once. All at once. They're going to calculate it in that fashion.
Combined, their cap hits about 7 this year.
All right, that feels a lot better.
Yeah. So those are the numbers. But I do see what Dre was talking about because I went on to overthecap.com, and if you click forward to year 2020. It shows the estimated cap space, and it says like 7.5 million, but that number's wrong because then when you go forward to the next year, it says 0, 0, 0 every year after that. It's just those numbers are not correct.
Yeah, and because if that be the case, 0, 0, 0, that's not possible. There's no team that goes 0, 0, 0, even for no other reason but the rollover.
Updated.
Yeah, that's true. And they just did it this afternoon or earlier this afternoon.
Yeah. Hey. Well, the numbers weren't current, but I did the math on it. It was pretty simple. It's going to be to my math, it should be between 25 and 26 million available now.
Yeah, because you've got to have something. You can't just spin down the. What team is complete? Well, you can't be. You become the Rams, and you sign 1 or 2 players.
Their window is this year. This is it. Their window is this year and next year, and then they're screwed.
In the draft. And with Rams, need to be careful, just like the Hawks. You don't want to win too many games because you don't have any draft picks either. You got to pick somewhere below 20 or 15, 16, 17, 18. That's not good. Right. So it's like the Warriors, the same thing. You start a dynasty means you got to become Bill Belichick, and that's pure genius to stay afloat as far as personnel goes. So I'm impressed with Belichick. But
I don't know if you saw, I commented, you asked me last night about Aaron Donald. He was the first-round pick. It was 13th overall, and he's going into his 6th season. So
there you go.
I don't know if you saw. Yeah.
No, and I just realized, too, Aaron Donald was just in a struggle with the Rams about getting signed. And so he had to have at least put in 4 years. So, yeah, you're right. It had to be somewhere between 4 and 6. So,
yeah.
But anyway, and next year, DeForest Buckner, I got a feeling Buckner really does sound like he wants to be a 49er forever. Some of the things he said, and he shouldn't say them, but he has let it be known that he's hoping to stay with the 49ers for as long as possible. And I imagine a lot of players say that, but Buckner, I think the 49ers really like this guy. They're not going to make any mistakes with him.
Yeah. No,
But Russo, man, it's like, I know we've been thinking reasonably and rationally about the 49ers' future and that type of thing. After reading these guys all being pumped up, and they should be, if you hear me talking crazy in the future, you'll know what happened to me. I was guys, please don't say anything about the Super Bowl, man. It's just, we're not ready. We need maturity. We need this. We need that. We need to be quiet about that on this end and on my end. I'm just not. I'm with them. But what are you thinking?
To say that we're going to win the Super Bowl would be pretty bold, but I definitely think that this is the only team in the league that has a chance to minimum double their win total. Like I think we can all agree that the Niners are winning 8 games. Like they're going to win at least 8 games. Like I don't see any scenario of them having a losing record. Right. Yeah. I personally have them in the playoffs, and at that point it comes down to how healthy your guys are. Hopefully you have a home game or multiple home games, and how you match up with your opponent. Because it could be like a scenario where we always beat Green Bay and we always lose to the Saints, which is for an example, and then we end up dodging the Saints throughout the playoffs, and maybe that was the only team that could have beat us. Or you know what I mean? It's like it kind of comes down to who you match up with. So. We'll see when the time comes when we get there, but I think San Fran definitely has a.
And also, and you said it's the thing of matchups, and this is what Kyle's MO is. His whole thing, his whole way of thinking on his offensive system is mismatches all over the field. That's why he picks up guys like Jerick McKinnon, Tevin Coleman. These guys are tailor-made to destroy linebacking crews. You know, I got George Kittle out there. Guy can run as fast as any wide receiver, but he goes 240, and the guy's out there benching 365 pounds. So, you know, some of the things that I see Kyle mastermind assembly line, I think, you know, people don't know where Kyle's going, but they should probably try to stop him before he gets through building this machine. He's going to become Doc. Yeah, Russo, did you fall off?
I dropped the call, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Have you been listening for the last few seconds?
No, I have not at all.
Oh, okay. I was talking about you mentioned the word mismatches. We'll give you a few extra seconds here. We mentioned the word mismatches. This is what Kyle's whole MO has been. He goes out and he's got guys his whole offensive way of thinking is creating mismatches all over the field. He's not a fair fighter. And if anybody's British, I don't mean this in the wrong way, but it's like U.S. against the British when they came running to America to make us get back in the colony, and they were out there wearing bright red and marching in a straight line. Now, it doesn't take a lot of genius to have the settlers dress in their own clothes, hide behind the rocks and trees, and do their damage. This is what Kyle Shanahan does.
I'm extremely offended.
But Russo, you know what I mean. You know, this is what Kyle Shanahan is going to do. He's going to take full advantage of every mistake that your team has got a weak link. He's gonna jump on it. That's what he said. He doesn't care about fair fighting. So this is what I like about him.
It's like did you see that list that came out of like the top coaches in the league, like top 10 coaches, NFL coaches that just recently came out? I think they have like Sean McVay at like 6. And it's like, dude, what has he done? He made the Super Bowl and scored 3 points. Like you're putting him up above coaches who are way more accomplished, who have done way more things. And honestly, he's a product of Kyle Shanahan. He learned. I don't want to say everything. I'm sure he's got plenty of his own smarts, but he learned quite a bit from Kyle Shanahan and his dad. And
sure he did.
To just instantly put him up as a top 10 coach in the NFL because he had one good run, like I just think that's absolutely ridiculous. I think Shanahan.
It's merit.
I think he's going to prove like you know about the whole mismatches. He's going to prove what a real offensive genius does, and I think he finally has the personnel he needs to really open up that playbook fully. Yeah.
There you go. Russo, we got to go. It's like Trey's waiting. It's after midnight on the East Coast.
All right.
Appreciate you, fam. I'm going to talk to you later, okay?
All right.
All right.
And my vote for first sack, I'm going with DeForest Buckner.
Hey, all right. I forgot to ask you that. There you go.
Yeah.
Buck's catching up.
I wanted to make sure he got his proper votes in. So
there you go. Good stuff, Russo.
All right.
All right.
All right, bro.
Good night. And Russo just put him one. I think that's one. No. 3. That's 3 for Buck. That's 3 also for other first round pick, Solomon T. And now, one of the founding members of TNT. He hails from Virginia. He weighs in at 225. He is Trey from VA. Trey. Trey's smoking. It's late out in Virginia. Trey's laying out on the floor. There he is.
Oh no. You guys do. Finally, Brother Ronbo. This is the amount of outrageousness that I have heard tonight.
I saw you. Glanced over and see you. You were in full debate.
But we gotta do a few things. Shout out to you, Brother Ronbo.
Thank you, fam.
Production, everybody that brings it to us. Shout out to the fam. Shout out to TNT Connection, everybody that's out there. But what we can't do is not say shout out to everybody that's up past midnight from the East Coast.
Yes.
But let's get to the business. Let's get to the business of the matter, okay, Ronbo? Now, Russo came in with the heat about the contracts and about the cap. But I got one even better for you, Ronbo. Can I reel off a few names for you?
Please.
Just because some people are concerned about money here, money there. What we're gonna do next year? Pierre Garçon, Brock Croyle, Reuben Foster, Earl Mitchell, Dakota Watson, and Joe Williams. That's $15 million of dead money we're spending this year that we won't be spending next year, on top of whatever we roll over. So fall back, relax. It's going to be okay. We got it. We ain't broke. We got it.
That's what I was
thinking of having around 35, 40 million next year when we come around and all said is done if we don't do anything crazy.
Because
Parag, we got it.
Yeah, because Parag, don't nobody be doing Parag.
Yeah. What we did was we cut a few guys in the time when we didn't have enough people to sign, so it didn't hurt. It doesn't hurt this year. It hurts when it's Defoe's time. It hurts when it's time to pay Kittle. It hurts when it's time to pay various other people. So, with that being said, let us get into one other thing though. We are probably 2 weeks away from finding out what we really got, Ronbo. And right by we, I don't mean us because we're not going to know. But the coaches are going to know.
They probably know now.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. They probably know what's going on. But the one thing that I really like that they're doing is the competition level. It's heightened. It's gotten to the point where the fans are rabid amongst each other. What do you think the players are ready to do? What do you think they're itching to do? They're ready to get it in. They're ready to get it in. So
let me say on that note, y'all need to calm down in the chat now. Come on now, don't lose stability.
But here's what we're gonna do though. Here's the biggest thing that we're gonna do that I know that we're gonna be able to do. We're gonna be able to go out here and make a play. We're gonna be able to go out here and make plays. We've got pressure on the quarterback. We need to hold up on the back end. We've got playmakers now for Jimmy. We need to hold up on the front end. And so the big boys have got to come to play this year so that we can play some big-time football. That's the way that I see it. Kyle's going back to the line of trenches, making sure that we get that sewn up and get it right. Because the one thing that we got to do, Ronbo, we've talked about it before. We are terrible in first quarter of games. We have been outscored by almost 80 points in the first quarter of games last year. Well, we have got to get to the point
Kansas City
where we
set
don't
the
take
tone.
the first punt. He's not taking the first punch no more. And here's the thing, too. Speaking of Kansas City, wanted to get into that real quick about that, but let me get right back to you. Guess what we play for the dress rehearsal of preseason? Where it supposedly matters. No,
wait,
it's Kansas
City. It's not the Chargers? Oh, it is Kansas City.
It's Kansas City. It's Kansas City.
They did that on purpose.
Hey, so it's probably going to be a televised game. They're going to want to see, an extended look at Patrick Mahomes. You know. So let's not get out here and do anything to embarrass ourselves.
I know. But it's going to all be vanilla, so it's just going to be who's the best athletes on the field.
If that's the case, we'll just run Robert Saleh's regular playbook, and we won't have to worry about anything.
Trey, man, you know what? You found an opportunity, an opening to take a dig at Bobby Saleh. But I was wrong on so many levels.
You know why? Because he's underqualified. Joe Woods should be in charge of his defense.
How about Chris Juszczyk now? You know what?
But Chris doesn't have defensive coordinator experience in Joe does. That's true. That's my one.
And the thing is, Trey, I won't argue. You're probably right about this. Robert has got to, he's surrounded by a lot of good talent as far as coaches go, as well as players he's got to come across this year. I'm looking for that to happen, though.
I'm looking for Chris Juszczyk to get us after the quarterback. The energy is there. I'm looking for Joe Woods to get our defensive back to find the ball.
Yes.
The energy is there. And so if we can do that on defense, I know we got the offense.
Because, Trey, they've been handicapped with Jeff Hafley, and he's down in Ohio State ruining their program. I'm telling you right now,
Nah, man, because, and this is the thing, now, people think it's hate when we speak. TNT come in with the real talk, but let me tell you what it is, man. It's passion and pain put together because we've been sitting around watching this team go 10-22. Y'all making up slogans the other way. It's like, let's be real. This is painful football. It's hard to watch this on Sundays, right? It's hard to watch this on Sundays.
He ain't right.
Nah, but what we going to do is that's why every player has said that they got fire in their belly this year. They've been sparked. The coaches got to spark the bottom. Man, we got stories coming out about our scouts is fed up with John Lynch. Hold on, wait a minute. Our scouts are fed up with John Lynch. This is another subject that TNT was first to bring to you, that John Lynch doesn't know what he's doing. And now we're having leaks in the front office.
Yeah, but Trey, there's a flaw in that theory. John Lynch is not calling all the shots. Mm-hmm. John Lynch is analyzing the thoughts with guys who know more than
John Lynch is pulling the draft trigger, don't you? The Solomon Thomas.
But look
Solomon
who's
Thomas
for
was the first indictment.
Well, yeah.
Solomon Thomas, and this isn't about anything off the field. Okay, let's talk about 2017, right? That's not a Kyle Shanahan pick. So don't tell me that Kyle Shanahan has to choose.
Trey,
we didn't have a quarterback.
Who would you have
we
picked
didn't have
that
a quarterback.
Year? I know.
I don't want to get into that. It was so many guys. I wanted to.
I was trying to help you out, Chad. I was going to let Trey set himself up. I could never fool him. He knew that was boy.
No, I'm gonna tell you why though, because I could take the easy way out. Be like, ooh, I would have took Patrick Mahomes. We needed a quarterback, right? But I'm not.
Nobody would believe it though.
I'm not gonna say that. No, but what I will say is what we didn't need that time was John Lynch's classmate. But we're off of that. We're off of that. But like I said, this ain't got nothing to do off. This ain't got nothing to do off the field.
What if he shows out this year and everybody's gonna remember this?
If ifs and buts were candy and nuts, then every day would be Christmas. And the last time I checked, today is the 26th. All right, Ronbo, I know we got to get out of here, man. But you know what? This is ridiculous. We are on it. Now, shout out to everybody, though, man. We ready for the season. We just got certain things we got to get tightened up, tuned up.
Yes.
Ready to go.
That's true. Right.
I'm ready to finish.
Well,
Ronbo, are you ready to rock? Are you ready, Ronbo?
I am so bad.
Are you ready?
I got 3 electric guitars, man. I'm telling you right now.
Well, tell them this, Ronbo. If they're not down with that, then what do we have for them, Ronbo?
They can suck it!
All right, guys. It's late. That's the only reason why we're going to do that. It's late. Shh. Hopefully the kids are asleep.
I know. I said S. We got to go, fam.
All right, buddy.
And you know this.
All right, man.
Trey, love you, man.
Right,
always look forward to your call, man. Come on back Saturday, will you?
All right, brother. Peace.
All right. Night, Trey. And I love the way the chat is like saying things about Trey even while he's in. Y'all can't do. You know he's coming in there right now, don't you? Now be careful. All right. Hey, Oh, it's Bragan. Hey, Bragan, come on in, man.
Hey, Ronbo Sports.
Hey, Bragan, is it Braden or Bragen?
Braden.
All right. Braden, good to hear from you again. Up late. And Braden, I'm telling you, man, we're sitting here getting all excited because all the 49ers are all of a sudden saying things like, we're not thinking about anything but a Super Bowl. Anything less than that, it's either Super Bowl or bust. Braden, does it sound like they're talking a little too loud and too crazy? Or do you believe that's possible?
I believe that's possible. Yes.
You know.
But a Super Bowl? Yes,
Yeah.
that will happen soon enough. Again.
Braden's not making any promises. He's not going to say it's going to happen as quick as the players are saying right now, but it's eventuality. Braden, if you had like X amount of dollars that you could afford to lose, and you were to make a bet, would you say that Super Bowl is coming in 2019? Is it coming in 2020? Is it coming in 2021? Braden, where would you put your money?
Oh,
And remember, it's your dad's money. It's okay. you can risk it. Well, where would you put it?
Okay.
And remember, this is like a 50-1 odds. So, Braden, let's say you put $100 down on this bet. You stand to make a lot of money. So what year?
What year? Like what year they make the Super Bowl?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I will say 2020.
2020. So not the 2019.
Yeah, fingers
Wait a
crossed.
minute. Wait. Hey, Braden, 2020. Oh, 20. After the end of the 2020 season. So not the Super Bowl that's going to be played this year in 2020, but the one following. So, Braden, you're giving him one more season.
Yeah.
There you go. And you know what? It's a sensible bet because it's not a high-risk bet. I suspect that the 49ers will be sending a clear message this year that they are here and going to be part of one of the major players in years to come, right? So it's a safe bet. It's a safe bet. I got no problem with that. You know, Nick Bosa and Deebo Samuel did sign today. How you feeling about that? Is that a good thing?
Yeah, that's a really good thing. I'm glad they're signed. They're on the 49ers. Let's go make the playoffs.
Yeah, I think so. And you got to figure, too, with the way the guys are talking about going to the Super Bowl, these guys need to come into a culture that's already ready to rock and roll hard. We're not coming in and we're going to be rookies this year and everything's okay and we can allow for you to make these mistakes because you're new, you just came from college. No, Braden, this team, you got to come in and contribute right now. How many sacks does Nick Bosa have coming this year?
Oh, let's say over 10.
All right.
Or at least over 10 or 15, yeah.
10 to 15. That's nice. All right. And give me some touchdowns for Deebo Samuel. 2, 4, 1, 6. What's your number?
It's a possibility that Deebo Samuel might get at least 18 to 24 touchdowns.
That's what I like about you, Braden. Braden, you play football, Braden?
Oh, do I play football? I don't, but I watch it.
You do watch it? You can play Pop Warner now, You're 12 years old. Do you want to play ball?
Oh, I'm not sure about that. I don't know if I want to play football.
I got to
But
tell you,
I mean,
Braden,
it's a great sport, yes.
yeah. But it's a little rough, isn't it? I got to tell you, my mom would not. I had to sneak and play football. In junior high school, it wasn't very serious, but in high school, she found out about me playing football, and she says, "You're playing football?" "Yeah." "How come?" "Mom, all the guys went out for the team, okay, but all the guys, I'm not all the guys' mom, and you didn't say anything to me about playing ball. So I'm thinking maybe you shouldn't. And then I had to argue with my mom for like 2 or 3 days. And she told me I still couldn't play because she was so worried we were going to get hurt. I played anyway, and somehow she found out, and she finally gave up. And then I played for a few years. It was fun. So, Braden, be ready. All of a sudden, if once you start playing, you're going to love it, and you can't do it without playing ball. And Braden, you get to walk around school. Everybody loves you. Everybody knows who you are, you know. Hey, Braden, we saw that play you made last week, man. That was pretty special. You know, you start getting that kind of treatment. And Braden, I got to tell you, I know you're only 12, but by the time you're 14, Braden, all those girls that you've noticed already who said, "Hi, Braden," and you go, "Hi." There's something to look forward to, Braden. So play football. But if you do, be careful. Braden, we got to go. And if you get some time Saturday, I'll be looking for you, okay?
All right. Yeah, you are a very inspiring person. You bring true wisdom to the 49ers.
Shucks.
Like I said, you're a legend, bro.
Thanks,
you're like
Braden.
the best legend ever.
Yeah.
You're the best legend that God created.
That's a little bit much. Braden, you're my hero too, all right? Look forward to hearing from you Saturday, okay? Night,
All
Braden.
right. All right. Good night, bro.
Good night.
Go 49ers.
Yeah. Braden reminds me of Tyler. Remember when Tyler first joined us? I think Tyler was about the same age. Hey, it's Roberto!
Ronbo!
Roberto, if I could ever produce a movie and I need especially if it's a cartoon, and I need a bad guy laugh, I know just who I'm going to call first. Braden, Roberto, you laugh like a bad guy. Hey.
Look. I'm a joker.
That's the way he really laughs. That's the funny thing about it. Hey. And when the Rams lose, give me that laugh again. Hey, Roberto. Hey, your mic's cutting in and out. Hey, Roberto. So Deebo signed, Nick Bosa signed. Robbie Gould has signed. We got no more signing issues until next year. Roberto, we are ready.
Man. We make the mission accomplished. Mission is successful. We're ready to go. We're taking flight, Ronbo.
Tell you. And Roberto, just weeks ago.
Ronbo. We're taking flight to Tampa Bay. Here we come.
And the nice thing about it, Roberto, ain't nobody gonna be tired. It's the first game of the season. There is no reason to struggle in that game. Playing Cincinnati the next week bothers me because it is now you've got the guys going through time zones too much. But you know what? Cincinnati's not that strong. We're lucky in this schedule that we get a couple of struggling teams in the first 2 weeks. So that's good. We get that out of the way. We come home, rest up. Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and his Steelers. Ba-da-da-da, boom, boom. Coming in and get your Steelers butt.
Yeah, Ronbo.
We gonna win that game?
Oh yeah, man, we're gonna win it. Man, get the campaign ready, Ronbo. We're gonna win that game.
Roberto, is Nick Bosa going to sack Big Ben?
Oh man, he is gonna sack Big Ben, man. He's gonna sack him, man. I'm
telling you,
he's gonna come, man. He's gonna come, man.
Because
man, it's gonna be it's gonna be Nick Bosa and D Ford side by side, and Big Ben ain't going nowhere.
He's got no place he can run. And if he can't get rid of that ball quick and the coverage downfield, I got to tell you, Roberto, honestly, though, he does scare me. Roethlisberger's touch is one of the best of all time. You know how Joe Montana used to have incredible accuracy. Ben Roethlisberger, also Dan Marino, Joe, Drew Brees. These guys can thread a needle, Roberto, from like 40 yards.
Yeah.
These kind of things do concern me. But I think we can do this. I think the 49ers put enough pressure on Big Ben. Even he has a full. Remember the Raiders, the worst team in the
Raiders.
NFL last year. They actually beat the Steelers last year.
Yeah. Hey, Ronbo. Hey, Ronbo, yesterday, yesterday, the Raider fan, his name was Raider Junkie.
I seen
He
him.
was talking about, man, he was like, oh, he was talking about our team. He was like, oh, Jimmy G's going to be good. I'm like, oh, man, this guy want to join the bandwagon now because this Raider going to Vegas, so.
Hey! There was two Raider fans there. This Raider junkie. He was whooping it up, talking good things about Jimmy G. Because they've been saying that Derek Carr is better than two Jimmy G's. What the hell's wrong with
Oh
you?
yeah. I was like, I was like, oh man, I think this guy wanna join the bandwagon because he knows that we're gonna go all the way, and his Raiders ain't going nowhere, and they're only going to Vegas, but they ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, there's so many distractions. I would not want to have a team in Vegas. There's going to be a lot of distractions. Roberto, could you play football in Las Vegas? Where would you be every night if you lived in Vegas?
Woo! I'll be at the casino or at the strip club, man. Well, with the air, I'll be at the casino with the air conditioner, or at the strip club.
I knew
air conditioner.
I knew you was going to say something about them clubs. Come on, Roberto. You got to be able to. You cannot go. They got.
With the flag, I'm gonna be like, hey, what's up, in Vegas? What's up?
I can just see you now.
I'm gonna be a limousine. I'm gonna be like, hey, what's up? Brandon, go. It's in Vegas. Woohoo! Taking over.
Roberto, that's how you do too. You know what? You can be anybody if you drive up in a limousine, and you can rent a limo. You drive up anywhere in a limo, especially if you want to get into a concert or something, and the crowd is really big. People move out of the way for the limo. And then Roberto steps out, got his 49er gear on, walking by. And everybody will say, hey, who is that? And you can walk right in. Nobody's going to get in your way either because they don't know who you are. All they know is you got out of the limo.
Oh, man. And then when I get off, I'm going to be like, hey, where did John Gruden go? I think he got lost in the desert. Hey,
Roberto, we're out of time. Bro, we got. I'm going to try to get a couple of East Coast. I think I got another East Coast call. Okay. But anyway, Roberto.
Roberto. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, what up, Ronbo?
Oh, that's me. Roberto, that's an echo. I was like, who is that? He sounds like me.
Hey, it might be you, Ronbo. It might be you. All right,
Roberto, we gotta go. It's late. But Roberto, I'll look for you on Saturday after the 49ers get through working out all day. All right? All right.
All right, man. Hey, shout out to the chat, man. Much love to all of you, man. Good night, everybody. Peace out, Ronbo.
Hey, peace out, fam. Have a good night, Roberto.
See you Saturday.
See you Saturday.
Peace out, bye.
For sure. Bye. Well, there it is. I thought we had another call. We don't, though. Hey, John Miller, thanks, fam. He says, what up, Niner fam, for the first sack. I got Solomon T or Bosa. Solomon T's popularity, I'm kind of glad to see that. He's been through a lot. I mean, D Ford is going to be fine. He doesn't need any love. He's doing okay. DeForest Buckner, he's okay. But to have passion for a boy, Solomon T, I'm loving it. We even got Elijah Lee's got a sack tonight. I mean, and Nikki B, I'm the only guy supporting Nikki B so far. But I can still imagine him getting that first sack. He's going to be all full with and vinegar, and he's going to come crashing in there doing the Nick Bosa. And the quarterback, and I can just see James trying to get away, and Bosa just keep reaching, kick, get over, kick, and boom. I can just see it now, flag on the play, horse collar tackle. What? Oh, ref. It's Jameis's fault. Why hasn't he gotten up? I really got expectations of that frontline defense. Fam, I got to tell you, the frontline defense could be even more entertaining than the offense. That is going to be crazy. You got 3 bona fide, legitimate fiends, and we don't even know. We don't even know who's going to be subbing and rotating with these guys. We may have more than that. I still look so forward to Catavia Street. Man, hope he doesn't. I don't expect too much, so I'm going to let you down. Fam, I tell you what I'm going to do. Oh, let me get over here. What am I doing? Scott Bryant, what up, Empire? Shout out from Roanoke, Virginia. Boy, Virginia, New Jersey tonight. Jordan Kelly, sup? John Milliner, what's up, Niner fam? Now that all have signed, here we go. If Niners have very small amount of injuries, they will be 14-2 or 15-1. Zap. It is DeMille, downtime with DeMille. It's a pumped up training camp, ready to show the world we got what we got. Big Heck, we're ready. Red Eye Jedi 201. Let's go, Niners. What up, Ronbo? Sup? Michael Egg. He says, they cut Alex Brown. Damn it, why not Maven? Isn't that the greatest question? What? You cut Alex Brown, but you keep Maben? You know what it is, though. You have any time in the system. Although I'm not sure what they saw in Alex Brown they didn't like. Usually they don't get rid of a draft pick that quick. Did we pick up Maben or Brown in the 6th or 7th? We said UDFA. Said that. Anyway, hey, Barack O'Niner, he says the second Michelle and I heard about the Bosa Deebo. Michelle. The second Michelle and I heard about the Bosa Deebo signing. We made a mess of. Well, that's because I thought it was gonna be tomorrow. Jordan Kelly, full squad, full force, full steam ahead, red and gold, dear well, dead and cold. And Jeff Terrence says, I need an installment for the people that were saying that Namath wouldn't. I need an installment for the people that were saying that Nick would hold out. Nick Bosa hold it out. Yeah, a lot of people thought that, didn't they? And now that you mentioned it, JF Dan, everybody thought, no. It was a day earlier than he probably should have been, or should have been expected anyway. Sarah Casa, hi, Sarah. Tomorrow, time to go, Niners! Isaac Page. He says, I'm going to need to start a GoFundMe to head to Miami for the Super Bowl. I wish I would have said that. Now, that's creativity. I like that. Lavelle Forrest, this is Big Lavelle, 49ers. Not stop. I think our quarterback will be close to being the MVP. Oh, man. And G. Smith, hey, turn up, fam. Love to see you do what you do. Thanks, G. Smith. And it's Jamel. Jamel checking in. He said, I hear Nick is signed. Yeah, you're right. I hope so. I think we're ready, Ronbo, for 6. That's the chant around the locker room. It's back. Quest for 6. Could it be real this time? And Mr. Block Eyes 22, he says, what up? Is that NBO? NBO. In Akron, Ohio, I'm on vacation finally. We We got our guys signed. Now it's time to put it all together. Niner Empire. You know it, Mr. Black Ice. Jermaine Archield. Let's go. Niner Empire, stand up. And Ray Histo. What's up, Ray? Stone Cold 49er. Exterminator. You know there's going to be some posters and shirts. Especially if he has a good year. Silvio here, like I said in the beginning, we're going to sign Nick Bosa, Deebo Samuel, and be the number one team in the NFC West. Top 5 in NFC regardless. Fam, honestly, no matter what you think about the Rams and Hawks, they do not outclass us as far as talent. This is what I'm looking at mostly because usually it's been, man, that team's got so much more talent than we do. No, these teams do not have so much more talent than we do. And in fact, the Hawks look depleted completely. Jay Realstick says, what up, Niner fam? Go Niners. Alinda 23, if Sherman doesn't get any picks this year, he'll be done with us. He needs at least 3 picks this year. You know, you got to be thrown on. Sherman's the kind of guy, you know, in baseball, when the guy's sitting there at the plate, right, and the guy keeps throwing the ball outside because they want to walk him because they're afraid of his bat, you know, and then all of a sudden the guy just gets mad. He steps out of the box and clocks it. They're not going to throw at Sherman unless they have to. So it's going to be tough for him to get a lot of picks. So I don't know if he's going to be done with us. Teco says, quest for 6. Yes, indeed, Teco. Isaac Page, Ronbo Sports, Sherman is the best leader in the NFL. I mean, I can't find someone with the swag, the will to win, and the talent all in one package too, Isaac. G. Smith, I've seen the process that Coach is putting together. I just can't wait to see it all come together. AK-49er, bang, bang, Niner gang, and ain't no holdouts. Yes! And hey, Debbie Ryan says, hey, Ronbo, hey, fam, we are locked and loaded. NFC West ain't going to be ready. Surprise, surprise, haters. We're focused on the quest for 6. And look for Debbie. She should be that lovely Ebony Queen. She be wearing a long, tall hat. If you see Deb, say, Deb! I see that hat! Hey, and hell be honor. This is the year Levi Field really becomes home. Let the magic begin. Ooh. And good point. I keep saying the 49ers need to win some important games. They need to have a winning season. We haven't had one yet. And having it in Levi Stadium the first year that we get to the playoffs at Levi Stadium, the ghost that's roaming around that left candlestick will finally see the beacon light. There they are. After that, the magic is back, fam. Hey, JLJP, it's pronounced Roselle. Who are we talking about? Roselle. I'm going to remember that, though, because it must be some name I'm spelling. Anyway, Chris Wall. I got to put my daughter to bed, so I've got to bounce. But, Ronbo, thank you for everything you do. Let's keep praying for good health. Peace out to all the faithful. Hey, Chris, I see you on Twitter, like I always do. Miguel Cuevas, it's all over the place here at my job. I pump it here in Patterson, New Jersey. New Jersey! Shout it out, my guy, Ronbo. Miguel! Yo! David Murphy says, my dark horse for defensive MVP is Fred Warner. Whoa. You know, you can never say enough about Fred Warner. That rookie year he had that was outrageous, man. He really, and you're right, he could be. He's a special player. David Goins says, Charlotte, North Carolina, Niner faithful here. Turning all my fellow Carolina Niner fans onto this channel. Thanks, Robert. David, thanks, fam. I mean, man, more than merrier, man. We love the family expanded, man. That's what I love about the Niner Empire, man. There is no state. I want to know if there's anybody know of anybody in North Dakota, South Dakota, 49er fans. There's a few places. We've seen AZ, New Mexico, Cali, of course. We got Oregon. We got a lot of places. There's a few. I wonder, it's probably too cold in the Dakotas, right? Keep it warm all the time. ATM Stacks, don't forget, Contavia Streets, he's going to make some noise. Can't wait to see what Street has off. We got some other linemen, too. Watch somebody come out by surprise. Who knows? Maybe the guy, Demontre, we just signed yesterday. Who knows? Something for nothing. Shout out to you at the Empire. Oh, my work break heading back. Love you guys. Listen to you guys tomorrow. Niners! And Joshua Woodard, hey, love Ronbo Sports Empire for life. Thanks, Joshua. Loving you back, fam. Oh, man. Russo ready to force some damn turnovers. That's going to be the thing this year. 49ers are going to play like a normal. What am I saying, a normal? 49ers are going to. See what I'm saying? We're going to enter the realm of some kind of normal. Stop setting records in the most ridiculous things and get your butt in here and let's go. And we got it now. Got the talent. Got a good coach. And no matter what Trey says, John Lynch is doing a good job. I've got to find this article about scouts are sick. You know what? I got to tell you something, Trey. If the scouts had it with Don Lynch, probably because John Lynch is saying things like, why'd you send me this video? And the scout says, oh, he looks like a good ball player. He looks like a good ball player? He looks like a good ball player to who? Listen, let me just tell you the truth right now. We're not playing any games. Don't send me any more videos of guys that play like this. I'm trying to get to the Super Bowl. Does he look like a guy that gets you to the Super Bowl to you? You know, if you're in a position of being in charge, you tend to piss people off. That's what you do in order to get better. So if the scouts are pissed off, it may not have anything to do with John, Trey. It may be that the scout's incompetent. And Raul Dominguez says, I feel like Verrett and Moore are two key pieces to the Niners defense in 2019. If those two pieces can perform, you have to think the Niners defense is going to be dangerous. What do I think? Ronald, I think you hit it right. I mean, you got your finger on the pulse of actually. If Verrett looks good, that means we didn't waste any position on the field. We didn't, because we could have got a draft pick. We could have. There were cornerbacks in the draft. We didn't get them. We signed Verrett. They ran a risk. You know, he's coming off of an injury. He's had a history of being terrible with injuries. Could this be the year that he doesn't have that problem? It's a gamble. But what if you win? Oh my God, we're talking about a guy who did play 1 year and was a Pro Bowler. I like our chance on that. And we got Kello who's looking good. So if something goes wrong with Brett, we still got to fall back on Kello. It may have not been necessary to pick up another corner. Easy the third. You coming back tomorrow? No, Easy the third. We're coming back. We're going to take tomorrow off because we're going to come back. We're going to come back Saturday after the guys get through working out and talk about what happened in the course of the day. I gotta tell you, I don't get in contact Debbie. I don't know if people can call from there. I think the 49ers, I don't know, do they confiscate cell phones? Somebody told me they don't want you taking pictures and things like that. If anybody's shooting videos, they probably think, hey. Security's probably crazy good, too. So I don't want to put anybody at risk. All right, fam. Tell you what I'm going to do. Hey, fam, hit the like. Hey, thanks, fam. Can't wait to see you Saturday. Niners! Night, Lisa.